futures in the trading futures in the night. So cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. DD bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Treading the pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. How you doing? Morning, morning, morning. Nice, Christian. Yeah, dude, Ricky, it's crazy. It feels good. Like I woke up. I love it. Oh. Buenos dias. It's interesting start to the morning already. me a second. Morning, y'all. Looks like we got an interesting day already out the door. Let me load all my stuff up here. Be careful today. Yeah, like already. Open market's already like. Wait. Get all my stuff loaded up here. Like one rogue hair just like tickling my head. There we go. You log in everything. So we're outside of DD bands already. What the heck? What the heck's going on, market? I mean, all these tariffs are creating major inflationary concerns. We've been seeing a lot of large positional changes. We've been seeing a lot of selling. You know, we were talking about, was it, I think Berkshire Hathaway is the most cash positive it's been in a very long time. They're selling a lot of stuff. I think these are major inflationary concerns. Obviously, there's a lot of people responding to that way with the tariffs. Bigger names. Now, I remember I was reading something about how that after COVID, that you could use there was like a gauge that people were saying that Jamie Dimon's particular like long portfolio, or long in JP Morgan or selling JP Morgan was like a recession indicator. And there's recently been a lot of selling lately. So, you know, ideally like the market turns around when he starts buying again. But dumped like $230 million worth of shares. I think was it last week or something. So we're getting a lot of major players, not necessarily propping this market or keeping this market going. Coincidentally speaking, this is one of the reasons that we're getting downside movement because of big liquidation. I'm going to see that in the commitment traders as well. I'm loading up all my stuff right now. Loading up all my stuff right now. The 3-month and 10 years inverted. Oh, yeah. Interesting. All right, guys. So good morning. Don't forget to hit that like button. Good morning, everybody. Alex, Trade, Nix, Andres, Ricky, Dominic, Plan Zero. DJ and Simon Jean. Cafe. What's up? Mark, Frank, Dominic. Again. Ricky. See you for Jessica, Rich, Jay, Hicks, Jason, Cargold, Chris M. Beavis, Justin Rose, Todd, Scrump, Nadia. Good morning. It's dark. Stop messing with the clocks. I hate daylight savings time. That should go away. Adolfo, Rich, Frank, Icewild. Hi, Doc. Ian, Brian, Charles, what's up? Okay, take a look at the market. Let me pop up this chart here really quick and see what's going on. Kind of monitor this. Now, monthly maps were showing that we don't have any potential bullish like feeling or flavor to this until May. I mean, this thing is doomed for a while. And I saw people like last week whipping out their charts and like, you know, the traditional, you know, I see a lot of people do this, and I don't even have one on here because I don't at all use this. How do I make a 4-hour chart? Hold on. Let's just do this for the sake of like, you know, pointing out what a lot of people are doing. Like daily max execution period. Oh, intraday. 4 hour. Yeah, I see a lot of this, and I don't know what's so magical about something like this. A lot of people do this though, and if you guys do this, not making fun or anything, but I see a lot of this, and again, I don't know, I don't know. People do stuff like this, and to me it has no weight. Okay, first of all, I saw this for a while. Right, there's a lot of bottom callers that did this. Like the market gapped up, and then they put a line here and somehow connected these dots like it meant something, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like, okay, oops. I see a lot of this, right? When people are trying to use a chart to forecast the future, I have to tell you, it's very goofy, right? You can use actual positional data to forecast the future so much better. But you know, I saw something like this, right? Whatever day it was, they did this, and it's all the same. Here, maybe this is the way it looked. Aha, there it is. And it's like, that's the bottom. And then today, you know, it's like this day, and I see people doing this and saying that's it, that's the bottom. You know, market's gonna rally, and you know, maybe there's some technical oomph off of that or whatever, but you know, it doesn't dictate the greater market. As a matter of fact, from this moment in time, volume is already increasing. We have increased volume going into the selling. I mean, this is traditional bear market. Market collapses imminent. Like we're sitting here watching this. This is bad. And this is really bad. But the trend line was like, okay, this is, you know, this is the way to go. And then I saw half the people, you know, do this. The other half the people did this for whatever reason. This one works. It's like, let's do the straight line version of it. Actually, no, there are people that did that. Then I saw people that did like this, which are like, no, let's make a second slope. And aha, that was the bottom. Like this is the bottom. And apparently that was the bottom. And now I've seen people do this one, like this is the bottom now. And then, oh, there's the bounce Friday. That's the bottom, right? There's a lot of this. And I'm here to teach you that this doesn't work. This never will be right. You'll never catch a bottom. And there's a million ways you can draw these lines. They're kind of like, I don't know, make a guess at where the bottom is. It's never going to work. And I'm going to tell you what's going to work and how to do it. There's a better way to do this. A whole lot of better way to do this. So now it's like, okay, now then I've seen some others that are like, once you feel the gap, it's the bottom, right? We see a lot of this. It's not really a gap, but you know what I'm saying? Where is the bottom? That's the question we all have. That's actually there, I guess. This is not really a gap, but this is on the continuous chart. But I've seen this. I've seen people say we're going to fill the gap, and then I go, ooh. Please stop trading futures. And stop teaching people trading futures. I've seen some futures educators say we're going to fill the gap. Ugh. There's no gap. It's not a gap. Ugh, cringe. Y'all know it's not a gap, right? There's no gap here. It's actually not a gap at all. This is not Tesla stock. And this happens in futures as part of the natural. Your dentist was telling you there's a gap in your teeth. My dentist was telling me I've got like 50-something cavities. It's ridiculous. Anywho, I see a lot of this, and I see a lot of this. Now, there's going to likely be action there, but it's not a gap. So I see a lot of, it's like when the market is good, and here, let me tell you something cool about influencers too. When the market was nice and good and clean, everybody's milking these trader funding programs, and right now everybody's busting up. I've seen every major influencer have blown up their stuff in the last 2 weeks. Every single one of them. Some of them admitted it, some of them have hidden it, but they all have. The big streaks are over, the big whatever. And this is what I say, in this kind of environment is where the skill gap is really, truly revealed. Anybody, and I mean anybody, is a gift. Everybody's a gifted trader. before this nonsense started happening in December. This was easy money. Bottom of COVID, easy money. Everybody out there did very well. Don't be impressed by somebody that made, X hundreds of thousands of dollars in payouts ever. All these people blown up now. The skill gap ends at the easy bull market. And this is where the pros are doing okay. I've still got my shit ready to go. Once the market turns around, I've got my live accounts aimed and ready to go. I've got nothing going on right now with that. I'm making no scalps, no anything. We bought him out in May. Daddy's gonna make $1 million on the way up. And you're gonna watch that on this stream, as I'm not busting anything and blowing up on the way down at all. I'm not doing these kind of goofball methods to try to guess at the bottom. We use monthly maps, and monthly maps on the positional part of the bottom. There's a couple other interesting things we're gonna look at though while we're here. We do have some possible setups that we can look for. Now, so I don't know what's so magic about the 4-hour chart. You guys can tell me, because this seems to be most of the people's favorites when it comes to charts trying to find bottoms. And a lot of these things are, like I said, it's interesting to see how there's a lot of just lines being drawn, and that's apparently going to tell. The latest one I've seen is this one. And again, this is my yellow line and red line study chart. So if you're wondering what all this is just for history, for teaching. I'll actively trade with a chart that looks like this. So I see a lot of this. And now I see a lot of it's 5,400, 5,500 something is the bottom. It's going to hit a line in top. It could probably hit a line and bounce. You never know. But it's not a way to calculate where the market's going to bottom. But the real secret is not where, but you can calculate when. That's the best part. It'll be wherever it is at a point in time, and I can point you in a direction of time, which is very important. Would you guys like to see the trick on how to point you into a direction of time? Not the where, but the when. Let me tell you a trick. Let's get the stream up to 200 likes before we get going, and I'll show you the when. How do we know when this market's going to bottom? That's the easier part. Not where. Not point at lines. No. Show you a better way. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, as the song implies. Let me get all my stuff loaded here. And I'll show you guys the trick. Hey team, what's up, Annie? Good morning.
Hit the like button. Rocket scooter. Yeah. Rocket scooter. Yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Rocket scooter. Yeah.
Let me get my stuff ready and I'll show you guys.
Hit the like button.
Get the girls in the club, waving them sparklers. Shooting that champagne at you everywhere while we beat up to the hit that beat to that hit that like button song. Any red lines under DD? We'll discuss when we get to 200 likes. You guys remember the drill. Everybody, thumbs up, bottom right of your screen. You guys know the drill. We start talking once you tip your waiter. Okay, while it's playing, I'll get started going because I know we got daylight savings time has kind of messed everything up. I'm up an hour earlier, but somehow once that alarm kicked off, my body was like, time to go. So normally I naturally get up, and today I kind of naturally got up, but the alarm had to help. You know, daylight savings time, hate it. It's the worst. I hate gaining an hour, losing an hour. I hate the whole thing. I was out the club, leaving the club, and I'm like, oh crap, it's like 3:30 already. What the heck? They're all like, oh, it's daylight savings time. Just throws you all off. Yeah, we were raging pretty hard this weekend. It was fun. Big celebration. Okay, let's talk about the win. The when things happen. I'm going to show you how to read monthly maps. Everybody here, as soon as you get here, first thing you do, hit that thumbs up button. Remember, if we're not at 200 by the time the stream starts, the screen goes black. No free trade info. Well, you tip your bartender first. You guys know, I just made you guys the world's best Manhattan. You guys like cocktails? Smoked the liquor, you know, you got, you know, it's like, has that, I use the smoke machine with the extra mile. I flip the bottles on my elbows. You drop $1 in the tip jar by clicking that like button. We love it. Feels like a tariff. Screen blows black of them. That's right. I play the Donald Trump game. Give me what I want. Or no freebies anymore. Okay. So what we're looking for today is we're going to get the monthly maps read at 9:30. We get a refresh of this, and we're going to see what's going on. The win, okay, you have to have, there's 4 steps to this. Number 1 is to find out, and they're 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 1 is what zone are we in? Currently we're in a bear zone, which is this light gray over time, and that bear zone lasts until May. This is a whole quarter long. This is not something that's going to bottom out and reverse so far. We don't know, but we take a stab when it does. There are things we look for intraday that in this bear market breaks the bull, so don't you worry, we got you. Okay, the second thing is how the zones are changing over time. At the bottom of bull zone, and they're color coded, at the bottom of the dark gray is sloping down or sloping up. Well, right now we can clearly see it's sloping up, and then it has a little pause, and then it's sloping up again, and then it's struggling down in here to figure out what's going on. But there are periods where it's like jumping up, right? For the most part, we could just say it's flat to down, but not flat to up and not sloping down. For the most part, it's this, and it means bulls are exiting positions, and we're seeing large exit positions. Like I said, Jamie Dimon's dumped like 200 something million shares worth of JP Morgan. We've got like Warren Buffett, I think is like his cash like Berkshire Hathaway is like the biggest cash positive they've been, and I guess the thing I was reading said forever. They've never been this cash positive, like, or years, or I don't know, but it's like Buffett's on the sidelines. People are sidelining this, and it's a pretty big deal. It's not like this is a month and we're going back. This is 3 months or more. All right, continuing this. We got this slipping up this way. Bear zone sloping up. Bears are shorting more and shorting harder, and we're deeper in the money. And this stays elevated through May as well. Lastly, the volatility. Now, I'm going to zoom in so you see this. Throughout all of this, the market's going to be unusually volatile even this week as well. The spaces between the zones like this indicate average weekly volatility. And the biggest one is the average weekly volatility. And sometimes you'll get that in a single day. So we're talking the S&P still has in front of it this week 200-point days. Okay, still coming up. We're opening at lows. The market is still pressing lower. The worst of this sell-off has yet to come. Okay. There's a lot of people with charts out there. Like, as much as I'll tell you, I'm 15 years in the game, is the amateur that pulls out a chart and try to guess the bottom. You will never get it right. The only thing you know is when. And the trick is to say, okay, well, first of all, VIX is going up. We're pricing in extended levels of volatility. VVIX is in 120. We know the environment we're in. We're going to trade small, trade wide. Probably micros only today. But there's a lot of people trying to guess the bottom of charts. And I'm going to tell you, it is a fool's errand. There's a bunch of foolish amateur gurus and traders out there trying to guess a bottom. But what you do know is a win more than anything. W-H-E-N, win. And the win is it's likely not here for a while. We've got like 3 months to figure it out. So I'm not sitting there trying to say, you know what, I'm going to buy at this level, I'm going to buy at that level. That's not what you do. That's not how you get to be rich. That's not how you make the money on the way up. Not, you know what, maybe about 550 I'm going to start loading up. We're going to wake up pressing in a greater bear market. This is the trick. I have nailed calling bottoms for the longest time. I will show you, we've got 15 minutes for market opens. I will show you how I do it. And this is going to blow your minds because that's my goal here. Let me show you how I do it. I keep track of these things. I use two tools. And you know the bottom is in when a couple of things have happened. So you wait for the bottom to be in instead of you wait for the bottom to be in, and it will tell you. Now, I've done this for a while, so let me zoom in. I'm not going to show all of it, but I use monthly maps. I think I just showed you, and I use the commitment traders together. At this area, I call the top, and this is the tweet. Here I said we're rallying for 2 months in the bear market, and here I said the bottom is in. I got the top. I got the bottom. In December, I also got the top in December of 2024. I made a tweet, and I also said, but basically I'm using this particular trick. I'm using the monthly maps to show me when the positional, the appetite has shifted, okay? So trust me when I say, when we get there, on that day, I will be tweeting, this is the bottom. And you'll usually know that day or around that day that you're getting close. Right in here, I said, aha, we're finally bottoming, right? And this was in summer after 6 months of selling. Now, again, we're going to have bull run ups. The market's not just going to fall straight down. Markets tend to fall, all wobbly and such. But what I'm going to tell you is that we will know absolutely when the bottom is in. We'll be like, this is it. So you're going to be looking for things like this. Give me an example. Is you're going to wake up to a greater bear market. That's what we have today. So let me just write greater bear market, right? We always do this, greater market. And I'm going to tell you all the things are going to be bearish again already. And the market hasn't even opened yet. I'm going to tell you the signals are all going to be bearish. Your ratio, DD ratio is less than half, which means the stocks themselves are going to be in the bear zones. You're going to have S&P below MHP again, just because we've been below MHP. And we're trading down at the open. There's no reason to believe that we're going to be above it. And then that monthly map, again, nothing significant happened on Friday for me to think the monthly map is going to change to a degree that's making it bullish. So again, down, down, and down. Okay. So in a greater bear market, you're going to be looking for two things. Number one is to break through MHP to the upside, and then that's usually the day that reverses it. So in a bear market, you're always thinking about what are the bull signals that I get that this is the reversal day. Usually an event or a catalyst or news or something can push it. A Trump tweet can push it. Something can happen. We're already opening irrational outside of DD bands. So one thing is we need to be at least back in the DD bands for me to even consider a bottom. I don't care about catching the wave up to be the first one in down here. When the market flips to the bull side, we'll know it and I will chase it, because normally that day that flips and reverses is a really big up day. So in this environment, we usually will short off of MHP to the downside. So what happens in a reversal, if I catch it, is I usually try to short and then I get squeezed and it starts moving higher, and I usually jump in on the bull side. I'll take a loss in reverse. I'll take every chance I get to jump in on a nice long bull pivot. That's what we're looking for. Good morning, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button today. 10 minutes for the market opens. We are at 160 likes and almost close to 400 people in a second. Victor said you wish for red market stay and you won. Victor is always a winner every day on the stream. DST is superior to standard time or evening light. They're so much better. I mean, to each their own about what their preference is. I hate switching. I hate switching my body every year for an extra hour. Feels like a tariff when the screen goes. Oh yeah, when the screen goes black. All right, if we don't get to 200, screen goes black. You guys know the end is nigh. Holds out the tip jar. Inflation data. Yeah, the worst is yet to come. Like we won't trickle down. The market doesn't trickle down. It starts to. I mean, permanently. It starts to trickle down until it inspires. Like right now, the early adopters of selling are out. It starts to inspire more people to take notice. Like everybody's waking up scared and nervous now. Everybody's like, oh God, I hope it doesn't fall further. And there's people that are just sitting there hoping it doesn't fall, and then they'll have to get squeezed if it does. Markets, when they're crashing or correcting, tend to accelerate in the crash type of situation. Now, again, this could be a gentle drift down if people believe in it, but I don't think it's going to be a gentle drift down with big waves. This is a substantial thing. This isn't like, okay, you know, when the Fed raised rates, I mean, we had started a recessionary type process, right? Where the market was going to likely be in a recession. We had one for about a year in 2022. A big market correction went with that. Technically speaking, we had economic data was kind of recessionary-ish, but it was a small one, right? This stuff that was going on right now is enough to create years of effect. Now, I know it's saying it's going to be that bad, but at least a quarter, if not longer, right? So am I sitting out this morning? So anytime you're below these bands, so let me give you the numbers. You guys are here for the first time. Don't forget to smash that like button, friends. And don't forget, there's a lot of really good deals going on in the prop firm world. Now, remember, if you guys are using prop codes, feel free to use the Rocket Scooter code everywhere you go. The proceeds from your purchases, upwards of 25%, in some of our arrangements, come right back to us to develop future things of the platform. So you guys, when you're doing prop firm, we get the best deals. And all the CEOs, I've got all the arrangements. We get the best deal you can get. Period. Nobody gets better than us. And it's usually going to match or exceed whatever deals they have on their site. So Tradeify, Elite Trader Funding, Take Profit, My Funded Futures, Apex, we get all the Rocket Scooter. So you can either, if you guys are interested, you know, see at the top of the screen, if you guys are using anyone else's code, all you're doing is paying some guru's apartment rent, okay? This is goofy. With us, you're supporting development of the trading platform, a little incentive for you to get a little bit back to yourself. So that helps you out in the long run. So we appreciate if you guys use our codes all the time. Just past evals on the 100K. There you go. There you go. Can I get discount codes on resets and evals? That's up to the prop firm. I can ask if you guys want me to ask if I can get one. But a lot of times their business model is reliant on those resets. So a lot of times the answer is no. But I'll ask. If there's somebody you want, I'll go beg and ask. I do have some negotiating power. You guys do a lot of business with them, and so do I. I might be able to negotiate something. So come up with an idea and let me know. Should have listened to me about FFF. Lost a couple evals due to price connection issues. I don't think I made a judgment about FFF's integrity because I never used them. But I think you're talking about like the caution everybody was having. And connection issues, I would blame Tradeivate more than I would blame the firm. It's all Tradeivate at that point, unless the website had connection issues, which I'm not aware about. But yeah. Yeah, no problem. I always like keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. And by the way, Danny Trades never sent me his broker statements whatsoever after using my name all over the place. Like, I'm going to show Matt. Everybody shows Matt because Matt's the math guy, the honest guy. Pat Whelan was like, you're going to show Matt. And everyone's like, yep, I'm going to show Matt. He's like, I'm going to show Matt. I'm going to show Matt. Never showed Matt. Never. And even got on a phone call with me. He's like, yeah, I'll send them to you tonight. Never got him. Spent an hour talking to that dude. He never sent him over. Never got it. Just FYI. I was not calling him. I wasn't saying anything. I just was a neutral guy. I was going to read the statement. And I was like, dude, no better way to, I told him, no better way to clear your name than you show me that you crushed it all year. I will look at those statements and I will show the entire world that you are a fantastic trader and no one will give a shit that you fudged numbers, even though that's highly illegal. No one will give a shit if you still make millions of dollars. They're going to be like, what a doofus, but hey, he still makes money trading. He's like, yeah, that's a good idea. He's like, how much do you want? And I was like, only somebody that doesn't do well will ask that question. Somebody that wants to prove that they're awesome will say, how much can I give you? Can I give you all of it? Jesus Christ. How much paper do you want? I've got tons of it. When we're like limiting, how much do you want? Like, how much should I give you? You're trying to draw a box around the one part that looks good. A true crusher in the world will be like, how much time you got? Oh my God, I got stacks of paper. How many gigs can I send you? You know what I mean? I certainly felt a, can I send you my best day sort of vibe. I hear that all the time. Check out my broker statement for the month of October of 2021. Look how much money I made. You're like, bro, October 2021? How about the last 3 years? There's some Furu selling some trading course right now with the same thing. I make $10 million with a prop firm in New York. I'm a big dog. And I'm like, but in 2011, sure, yeah. But like, what about the last 10 years? Oh, no, they blocked me when I said that. So, you know, there's a lot of that. And like, let me draw a box around this amazing month. And the prop gurus, influencers are all the same way. Look at how well I did in December. Look at how well I did in January. And then now the market's turning to shit. No one's doing well, which is okay. It's good to see that most of the major influencers, and they're good and transparent about it, they've all blown up in the last month, which is not, again, even decent traders are having a hard time in this environment. So don't feel discouraged if that's you. That's what I tell you guys. Please ask Brett for resets in Tradeify. You want reset discounts? I'll try to beg people if I get more pull. Listen, the more you guys use our code, the more you guys use our stuff, the more pull we get. Like I had a meeting with Brett the other day about the future between them and us. And we have some things planned. So keep it up, guys. Hopefully I can pull some more benefits for y'all. He said Pat makes $16K a month in affiliate from one prop firm. No. He makes $16K a day from one prop firm. Pat makes about $500,000 a month. That's more accurate. Yeah. A lot of the big ones do. And there's a lot of them out there that get salaries like hundreds of thousands. I don't think he gets a salary from any of them, but there are some that get offered salaries. Like promote us exclusively and we'll give you $75,000 a month. It's something like that. And I know a lot of people. Is that all? I know a lot of people in that boat. They get offered prop firm salaries to promote one prop firm. A lot of you YouTube influencers are in that boat. Okay. So today down here, small trades only. Long only. Off of strong pivots. We'll be looking for DD band breaks, monthly hedge pressure breaks to get back to rational market for me to think the market ever is going to reverse, which will be like a while from now. Let me make sure I get all my overnights correct. Yeah. Anyways, didn't want to start a side conversation. We're just letting you guys know that I was called in as the neutral mediator in that debate, and Danny never showed me a statement. So you guys think whatever you want about that. Okay. Let's get ready to go. I know people like me to be like that kind of guy because I usually don't have beef with people. I usually just kind of in the middle. And it's great. People usually don't have beef with me, which is good. Probably because they know I trade. And it's really, and like in this industry, everyone likes someone that really trades. It's kind of the best part about this. If you're really crushing it, you get respect. And people with respect don't poke at people with respect. etc. So a lot of people don't really try to. I mean, they know I really do this pretty well. All right, so here, no shorting down here. Below the bands, I look for strong pivots along back up to the band. There's always a really good setup, and we have our red lines. Let's get them really quick. Oh, I forgot to transfer them. Markets opening outside DD band, nice and irrational. I don't think we have anything nearby. NASDAQ, let me double check I haven't missed anything. S&P, 56.55 is that half gap that we talked about. So we need to look at this one. Hold on, not the half gap. What is this? The half gap? It should be. Oh, not that. It's not the half gap. It's the contango midpoint. That's what that is. I was like, we didn't have a gap. Contango midpoint and the rollover of this contract usually is going to be a liquidity test. So that halfway point there. Other than that, we've got nothing below. 56.55 is my target. And down in here, nothing, right? Nothing except for good, long, strong pivots at a good reversal point. Long off what? There is nothing. Well, we got to see if we got something. So QQQ is let's pull this guy up here. Liquidity map. QQQ is no setup. So one of the things is that in a BRST, bear short down, all things are down. See how there's no arrow down here at the open? There's nothing. No trady. Nothing here. Positive resilience can help dictate, do we fill the gap maybe? Good and okay. Not bad. But there is nothing, and the general pressure is down. So today is if we pop, we can resist off of there. So there are trade setups that, there's resistance here on DD ratio. There's resistance here off of trade number 4. So this is again, the market's dead. Dead market open. Now again, I don't short. There is no shorting. Remember, no shorting down here because 92% of days will end up above here. So I don't short against the odds of that. I rather just sit out, but the market is falling. And the best part about that is I like to have control in my trades and sit out. I've been crushing it in Tradeify, maintaining 80% win rate. You guys know, even through this, even when the major influencers are going tilt and busting their shit, I'm still hanging in there. I do a lot of, sitting out, trading small, trading very small. I don't do much. So down in here, there is nothing. QQQ, there is nothing. There is no setup, which is great. As good as it is, if I wasn't here streaming for you knuckleheads, I would be going back to bed, curling up under a heated blanket in this nice little chilly cold front, cuddling with Pickle. You know how it goes. It's weird when I keep saying that I'm going to play with my Pickle and cuddle with my Pickle. It just doesn't sound right for a man to say that. Even though, don't lie, you all cuddle with Pickle multiple times a day sometimes. But I'm going to go play with Pickle. I'll see you guys later. But Pickle the Dachshund. And every time I tell people, like, what's his name? I go, oh, it's Pickle. They go, oh, that's so clever. It's so cute. Okay. SPY, same setup. Nothing down in here. This is nothing down in here. Strong pivots only. So we have that. Let me find that one spot. It was 56.55, and I'm going to draw it on here just so we have it. It's today's low pivot that I can see. But again, we don't have execution off of 57.55. So markets, again, don't just crash and they don't just fall straight down. We just know what's a good place to play and what's not a good place to play. So that's the contango midpoint on S&P futures, and NASDAQ we have one as well. It is, let me get it for you guys. Well, are you going to draw 19,618? Okay. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button while you're here. On my journey to 100K payout with Tradeify, So 92% of days close above the band. So I'm not necessarily going to touch this at all. 8% below. This is likely pivot. I am sitting out from here. Sit out day. The best thing you're going to notice about me, and I want you guys to be here every single day, because if you're not here, you will miss out on the one day that you needed to be here. In trading, I'm going to read this to you while you guys are waiting. I'm going to impress you with a skill set that is kind of making me famous in the circles. All right. People are like starting to ask me, Matt, what does your stuff say? Matt, is this the bottom system? I get people ask me all the time. Influencers, they ask me, where are we going? Is this the bottom? What do you think? Because people know that our stuff is pretty good and they want to know for themselves because they want to make money. And so I'm always educating people in this process. As the market rallied, I'm talking rallied from 2020 until the end of 2021, I was bull, 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 bull. No recession, no pullback. We're going. The market's going to 6,000 in 3 to 4 years, and that was 2021. And we're there now. So that was right. And then again, people were like, well, because of COVID and because of this and because of that. And I'm like, nope, we're going straight up. And then we got to an area where I finally said, for the first time ever, I said there's a short-term correction. And volatility is going to take over this month and this quarter, and sidelines would be a good idea starting now. On this one day, that's it. It wasn't this month or this month selling or these months selling. It was this day that did it. And that was the start of the recession. It's very cool how I do it. And I'll teach you the trick. Bad for a quarter. Okay, sidelines would be a good idea starting now. And I just tweet these things. January 5th, that's the day. As we fell all the way until the summer was when I said, now we have liquidity pockets. You guys know liquid markets don't crash, yada, yada. The VIX forward curve flipped to backwardation, and now we've overshot all of that. Here's 2-month bear market rally potential. Bottom is in for now, and then we rallied for 2 months. Literally 2 months, exactly on the date. And then we sold some more, and then right here on this day, which is the bottom we've had for the last 4 years, or 3 years, I'm calling for the bottom for the year in a rally through Jan, and it doesn't get nasty till the summer. So in October, I said we're good till the summer. And again, monthly maps are what helped. And then right here in the summer, I said recession is actually over. There's no problem. We're going to keep rallying, and that we're now rallying through October, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then lately, I've done the same thing. These are the ones from back then. And lately, I've done the same thing. I tweeted. How do you do this, Mr. Matt? What is the trick? Let me see if I can find it. In December, and this is the one. Now, ignore the typo, but this is my legacy from October 17th, 2022 until 2024. I was a bull. Called the bottom back then, and now feeling like this is the top for the year for now. And today, for the first time in over 2 years, all of Rocket Scooter signals for the greater market are bearish. On December 19th. I'm only a bear when they're bearish. It could be for a day, for a month, or for a year. I take bearish just one day at a time. Today is day one of being a bear. I'm going to only be a day late to the next bull run. Good luck, my friends. And that's what we're trying to do here today. Don't miss the stream, because I will not be more than a day late to the bull run. I will try to make millions of dollars on the way up. Literally millions. Not prop millions, not bullshit influencer guru crap. Millions of real dollars. Come watch that. When we hit the bottom, I'm going to lay up in a bunch of options just like I always do and start making 6-figure bets on stream to try to 10x my money. Okay. Backwardation of VIX curve doesn't indicate a market bottom. It indicates an overshoot of VIX. It's an exhaustion point. VIX will typically be in contango for a while in a bull market. Even whenever you're rallying really hard, you're in contango. Once that forward curve goes lower and lower and lower, and then you're even, and then you flip over, people are now betting on volatility. And when you overbet on volatility and that forward curve flips, a lot of times that is a supporting factor for an overestimation of volatility. But the bottom isn't predicted from VIX. It's just confluence to support the trade. Does that make sense? VIX can't predict the market. That's a good question, though. So anyways, back here is when I said I'm bearish on December, whatever it was, December 19th. And that's it. And I've kind of been like, we've been flipping bear bull, bear bull, bear bull, whatever. And I've been saying, we're getting bull signs. Oh, no, it's bearish again. Okay, bull signs. No, it's bearish again. December 19th was this day here. Literally that day on the Fed day. And after years of being bullish, I'm telling you. I'm just going to show you the daily chart. After years of being bullish, right? Since I called the bottom in October, way back here, finally, it was this day that I said it's over. October, I got this one right here. And in December, I got that one. I wasn't tricked for years. I was bullish the whole time while people giggled. And I'm making bank the whole time. And we have never regained highs since I made that call. Like I say, I tweet it so that the history is there. Now, how do I do that, you might ask? Well, let's talk about it. There's a trick. And you can do it with any stock, any ETF, anything with options. Is you come in here and you look at the monthly maps. There's a 4-step process that you can do. Make it easy. You load up this little diagram here. And then you look. Currently, right now, we are in a bear market through May. So I'm going to revisit this in May. There's no evidence that we're bullish. Any break into a liquidity pocket on here would be a bull move. So today, if we were to break into 570, we would get some bullishness up to 573. So anytime the market finds liquidity, you bottom out on a bigger scale. So every day I'm watching. Today, if we break 570 on SPY, that's the one. So 570. Okay, today, if on the monthly map we break 570, then that's a reversal signal in the bear market. One day at a time. And clearly, there's huge resistance off of that. So today, I'm just going to be waiting and watching. Should I short off of 570? Yeah, I can. That's definitely a play. And if I get squeezed and we flip here, then that is a reversal signal. Liquid markets don't crash. And inside of a liquidity pocket, there's no crash potential. That is the bottom signal. So every day, you wake up with a number in the back of your head and you say the point of no return. Today, it's 570. If we reclaim 570, the market's going to reverse. Maybe not for the long haul, but at least big for the day. Does this make sense, everybody? Once we find liquidity pocket, the market's good. Sim influencers you profit from arbitrage? Yeah, no, none of them are good traders in their real account. The sim world is a game that they beat, which is awesome, and I think they're good at that. It's different than trading in a real account. With or without trailing drawdown DEMs, no trailing drawdown. That's the worst option. Buy the accounts that don't have trailing drawdown. By the way, everybody, for your prop firms, make sure you use the Rocket Scooter code because all the proceeds, we get upwards of like 25% back in some areas. And all of that you purchase, all that extra money goes into continuing developing the platform. So for us, it's really good that you guys are, you can buy someone a Lambo or you can buy yourself a trading platform with the cash back that you get. And we say, support us because we developed a trading platform for you guys. And we'd love for you to use the Rocket Scooter code everywhere you go. We get better deals. We get the best deals out there. Nobody gets a better deal than us. So it's the same deal as your mega influencers. We're at that level too. To add the percentages from DD plotted on the chart, we could do that. But we're going to get them plotted in real time based on the real numbers. We're building a backtest module that's going to do it in real time. Okay, so anyways, back to the monthly maps. We got to find where our liquidity is. So for SPY today, it's a 570 break, which means if we break MHP, that's the one that's going to get us there. Unfortunately, there's always a good short setup off of that same level. Now, when it comes down to being below DD band, we also don't short below DD bands. So the appropriate thing today, the appropriate setup is, yes, there's a scalp off of here. There's a setup, number 4. It's all lining up at the same spot. But also is to wait and do nothing. If there's a break of this level, it's all lining up here, then that's big ups. So the thing is that You can scalp every day, or you can be like me and wait for the big ups. The big ups is the big money. So it's up to you. Are all TPT accounts? I thought Take Profit has a... I've never used them, so I have a code for them. I've never used them, though. You guys tell me, does Take Profit have intraday drawdown or trailing drawdown? Or I'm sorry, or end of the day drawdown. Oh, somebody said it. Take Profit Trader, once you get beyond the buffer, there is no trailing drawdown. Okay, cool. And a lot of the trailing drawdowns are like that. Once you get past a certain point, the trail stops. Okay. So with SPY, you guys see we were bearish for a while. So how do we time that this is the day, right? It's never from here. Do you all understand this, guys, right? It's never from here that I'm like, oh, the bottom is 455, whatever. I will know it's the bottom that day. Literally that day. I will say this was it. Bottom is in. You will always know that day. You will never guess it a day ahead, but you always guess it on that day. Today with NASDAQ is if you break into this bear zone top and you break beyond it, you can say today's the day. We got it? You stay here and I will show you how to identify the bottom. This is the trading stream people watch because there's a skill set here that's worth learning. You guys know you're gonna learn something good here. We will know, aha, this is the day we break through here. Or whatever, aha, this is the day we break through there. Aha, this is the day we break through there. We're in this bear zone. Once you flip into a liquidity pocket, we chase that trade. How often do we chase the trade, guys, in a liquidity pocket? Question for all the folks here. Every single time. So you can do a couple things. Number one is you can wait. You can do nothing until it happens. You can scalp, every single time. You can scalp this goofiness right here. There is no trade setup in a BSD bottom for a reason. Why is there no trade setup, you ask? Why is there nothing here? It's not because you shouldn't short. Every one of you geniuses here, tell me why there's nothing there. Just tell me why there's nothing there. I want to hear it. Why don't I want to commit to a short scalp trade and bear short down? Tell me a good reason why. Let's see if you guys can read my mind. I'm going to broadcast mental waves through you. Read my mind. Is there a reason I'm not committing to anything right now? Think further ahead, Rich. Too volatile. No good R&R. No, think different. Think one step ahead. Think like a millionaire. Market usually goes up. Nope, you guys are wrong. Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody's getting close. Keep guessing. Think bigger. Think millionaire. I'm giving you a hint when I say millionaire. No liquidity. These are reasons. Well, these are reasons not to short, but you could still take a short. There's still a scalp there. But why would I want to not be committed to anything right now? You don't know. Wait, consistent investor. Consistent investor is learning something from today's lesson. Wait. Expand on that, sir. Expand on that, sir. So I can catch the big one, Frank said. Expand on that, sir. We know that we don't know. That's also smart. Now, do you guys get it, right? Jay Mooney. Wait, expand on that, sir. Wait, do you want your money ready for the move up? Y'all think that this is all random, do you? This was deliberately a choice the heads up at Rocket Scooter, the heads of Rocket Scooter had when we discussed the re-upping of the liquidity maps. Now, let me explain something to you. You guys are witnessing, it should be an aha moment. Everybody should be like, holy shit, these guys have thought of everything. See, in a bear short down and a bull short down, you're trailing into that high volatility, crazy environment. And the one thing you want is to have all your money in your pocket, ready to aim for that move up or that move up. You get what I'm saying? You're waiting for the blood on the Pips has got it. Blood on the street. Let the war finish. And you've got all your money ready to go. There's a reason we removed the BRSD short and all the liquidity maps. There used to be this trade. Open, blue open. Like a short like that. Yeah, there's short pressure from here. And yes, it'll be like 80% of the time that trade works out. But you know what sucks? Is the one time it didn't work out, it moved so quick, you took a huge loss and missed that day. So we decided, as we did our little vote amongst the heads here to redo the liquidity maps, we decided that in the bear short down world, it's best to be armed and ready for the break. We thought of everything. We thought of everything. Ooh, ooh. And that's it. You don't want to be caught with your pants down, scalping the shorts on the way up. Again, I must remind you, every major influencer has blown up their stuff in the last 2 weeks. We've been highlighting it. Some of them have hidden it from you. I'm not mentioning names, but you'll know. You know who's hiding it from you because they don't post about it anymore. Some of them are transparent, like Brian Stonk, Matt Kors. They got busted too. They're huge wins. They busted it all. Nothing against these guys. They're great, influencer, trader. They're good. They're not bad. Now, the thing is that when that happens, it just has to show you that even people that are good or people that you watch still get busted up in this environment. So don't feel bad if you can't make it in this environment. Most people aren't. I'm making it in this environment, but I'm spending a lot of time on the sidelines, which is the appropriate thing to do. And I want you guys to hang out here while I tell you what I'm waiting for, because I'm not going to miss the big move up. Someone stopped posting about it too. Yeah, they stopped posting about it. I had some accounts that I reset purposefully in this in the Tradeify world as well. Even me trying to race the deadline for the payouts. Only 2 of my accounts made it. The other 3 didn't hit the payout. And so it happens, right? Even some prop firm world is such razor sharp, tight parameters. It just happens. But like going tilt and blowing it up all in a single day is what a lot of people have done. And it's hard in this environment. So let that be like a testament to the environment sucks. Nothing against anyone that happens to you. It happens. I don't judge people when that happens. It happens. Even the people that have made a lot of money, of course, turn those 50K accounts into 100K. He blew up $800,000 worth of payout potential in a single day. Literally 800 grand. It was like 40 something K. So 20 times 40. Literally, he was up $800,000 in payout potential. Vaporized in a day. That must have hurt. And it happens. There's nothing against these guys. They're decent traders. But that's what I'm telling you. In this environment, it happens. And in this environment, this is why this is here, because it doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to you guys. It doesn't happen if you're not committed to it. But what's best is that fuck the 10 or 20 or 30 or 80 points down, whatever. Let it die. Let this market die. Today on SPY, if we break 570, I've got all my money ready to long through here in a liquidity pocket, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense? Trust me when I say when the market reverses, you will watch me enrich my life by millions of dollars on that bottom day. I will find it, and I will only be at worst a day late. At best, I'm on the sidelines and I catch it when it breaks. You guys understand? This is the true skill set of the master trader. The props influencers have nothing to lose. Here's what they do. All right, guys, I found momentum. I'm going to go ahead and long. And they got $3,000 worth of prop accounts loaded. Oh, crap. I blew up all my accounts. Oh, darn. And guess what? So did everyone else. And guess what? They re-upped with $20,000 worth of sales that day to Apex. Okay. They don't give a shit if they blow up, because when they blow up, so do you. And they make a fortune when they blow up, and they make a little bit of money when they're right. This is the mind fuck of the prop world. I will find you and I will long you. Yes, exactly what I'll do with this bull market. People that are over trading this environment don't care, because they may make 5 grand when they're right and their funded account. But the minute they blow up, everyone else does too. This is what everybody does except for me. I'm not naming names. Everybody doesn't give a shit. I'm the only one that teaches sitting out is a strategy, because I know you guys are going to be breaking the law and trying to copy my trades, which you shouldn't be doing. You can't copy my trades. Against the law for me to tell you to copy my trades. You're not breaking the law. What I'm saying is, I can't say copy my trades. I'm teaching you to sit out because I know people will probably try to copy what I'm doing. I could go blow up purposefully and rake in all the money when you guys reset and trade recklessly because I don't care. And the funny thing is, they don't care that they don't care. They tell you they don't care. I'm in this business to make money. I don't care. And they love that it's a circus and they love that happens. But that is a lot of times why there's recklessness. What kind of fucking simfluencer goes on tilt and blows up $800,000 in a day? I say they're decent traders, but who does that? They don't care because it's hedged. It is a perfectly beautifully hedged insta-millionaire lifestyle. You make money when you win. You make more money when you lose. It is by far amazing. And I'm in here cautiously trading, and I make a fortune from affiliate. Rocket Scooter is so well off from it. It's insane how much it pays out. And we're even much smaller than a lot of people. It's like incredible, but I don't see me out here trying to trade recklessly, right? Yeah, so in that world, you guys have to understand, be careful who you follow and what you do. There are people that don't care that they blow you up. They don't care. They don't care that they blow up. They have zero risk management. And all it means is that you guys are going to be a number in a $10,000 day paycheck to a lot of people. When the 20 days class restart in like 8 or 9 days. So be careful. I'm not making fun of them. I praise these folks because they figure out a way to game the system, right? Okay, you game the system, it's great. But I need to look out for you guys as traders. There is a trick to sidelining this environment because you wait. I'm not leading sheep to the slaughter, even though if I did come in here and say, okay, guys, let's try to short, let's try to long, and I bust and you bust. For every $500 Tradeify account I bust, I made $10,000 in sales. Not kidding. Not kidding. It blows my mind. It's so lucrative. I'm like, how can this be a thing? When is this party going to end? It's crazy. It is crazy. So anywho, be careful when you watch people that go tilt and blow up or whatever, what they say, it's just an example of you don't have masterful skills. You know, you're a decent teacher, but average amateur people can be a good teacher, but a master has master level skills. You don't see that here. You never will see that here. You haven't seen that here. You haven't seen me go on tilt on stream and blow up. You haven't seen my account down 5, 10, 20,000. You haven't. So there's a trick to doing this right. And the major trick is in this environment, we wait. We aim, we wait. Resilience is greater than 0. That's a stepping stone in the right direction that we could fill the gap. Okay. So now I'm waiting and watching. Aha, it's got potential to go here. Now there is huge resistance off of 570. Monthly resilience less than 0. Weekly resilience less than 0. There's a very high probability that we close out of there. 90% chance, okay? However, at the same spot, there is a 92% chance that we push this way. It's just like the other day. There's an 8% chance we push this way. However, when you transfer this over here around the same area, you also have a 90% chance yanking down. So you have a place where the market has massive pressure pushing both ways, roughly at this 5730 area. Do we all see this? I mean, I'm just looking at this. This is roughly this. Actually, this is probably closer to here. Right? So you have this huge thing yanking us down, this huge thing yanking us up. It shows you where the launch point is. When you have a huge pressure pushing down and a huge pressure pointing up, that's the launch point. If you break through and support it, that's where you go. Yeah, like 5720, give or take. So today, you tell yourself, this is the reversal point. And every day you do this, this is the reversal point. So you can say, okay, well, maybe I can just continue shorting as the way down. Okay, you can. Or you can say, I'm waiting for that break, baby. That's the big upstay. And trust me when I say I usually don't miss the big upstay. I don't miss that day. You want to see that I'm not making this stuff up? Let me show you something cool. I mean, back in October, let me just show you something cool. I don't mess around. Look. If you've been, let's get rid of these ads here. Live trading recap. I made some videos about this big trades I made. Boy, I used to have a really awesome green screen. Okay. So, 2 years ago, October of 2022. Sound familiar? Sound familiar when I called the bottom? You know, 2 weeks later, my 807% gain trading JP Morgan options. I made 1200% NVIDIA. I made 1000% QQQ. Thousands of percent on six-figure bets. Guys, listen. Listen and learn. Listen and learn. Monthly maps, even before we had it as an indicator, I used to do them manually. Look at this. Look at this. Does this show something to you guys? Remember the day that I called the bottom? Do we see this? Can I make this bigger? Make it easy for y'all to see? Look, 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 look. Okay. Let me show you this. This thing I taught you today, the same thing I did. You know what? I dropped in like anywhere between 20 and 100K investment in like 5 different companies to long options on. Watch this. This day right here. Do you notice something peculiar about this day relative to this liquidity pocket? Can you guys guess something? Why that was the bottom? Why at the end of that day I said the bottom was in? Anything about what I taught y'all this morning? I'm telling you how to find a bottom. You won't miss out. Be here every day. You won't miss it. Do you see that green candle? That's a green candle. Breaking into that liquidity pocket. Didn't you see that, right? That was the day. You broke through. Again, I draw them months out, and you broke through liquidity pockets that were weeks in advance. You found liquidity that was sustainable for a week, 2 weeks. And not only that, the test failed 2 days later, and now we're pressing into bull territory right inside of here. Here, you're in bull territory. You knew. You knew. You knew. I looked a lot like Hugh Jackman, like a budget Hugh Jackman. That's so funny. I think it's like yeah, the angle and the lighting. I like really was like super lit up because of the green screen. But like the thing with green screen, and of course I can have my glasses on, so you know, like this is like the same mat here. Right. Okay, so we are waiting for that day. Trust me when I say there's no glory in not waiting. But let me tell you what's great. Because it was literally like the next day that was red. Then I was like, all right, let me load up on the options. 807% gain trading options. All the positions are here. I had QQQ. I had Apple. I had NVIDIA. I had JP Morgan. What else? I had something else. QQQ, Apple, NVIDIA, JP Morgan. I get old, my brain forgets. But point I'm saying, guys. It's all in this video. What did I have? Let's double check really quick. Oh, Google. Google. That's right. Okay. When you are here in this stream, you will not miss the bottom. it will be yelled about all day. Are you guys, let's hype up in chat. Are you guys excited about finding the bottom? The day it happens, we will be saying, this is the day. And the moment it's happening, we will say, this is the moment. This is the bottom. And I'll tweet that afternoon, the bottom is in. We will get it right on the day. Looks like I outlined my beard with eyeliner. Oh, I used to have like a thicker beard. Like I usually shave it a little less these days. But like I used to keep it pretty long and trimmed. Nice try, Diddy. LOL. Okay, you guys ready? Dude, that's like every time I see those Instagram ads and the nice try Diddy is like, it just cracks me. Like every single ad. There's like some tower defense game that has ads every day. And they're like, nice try Diddy. Like, just like, it's a video game, man. It's hilarious. Okay. We won't miss out. We won't miss out. So today, everyone, what's the level? That is the level. Every day we will have a level. This is the line. It's not where is the bottom. It's when is the bottom in. And this is your lesson today. When is the bottom in, not where is the bottom. You're not going to be able to tell where the bottom is. You can't predict the bottom. You can only tell when the bottom's in. So what is it? What is the date? What is the number today where the bottom is in? Because it'll bottom out wherever it wants, but the bottom is confirmed in at 570 SPY today. Every day, listen, and we're going to celebrate together because I can't tell you guys investment advice. I've already, anytime I start preloading Webull with money, you know it's coming. Anytime you're close to the bottom being in, I load up money into my options account. And I go buy options because the only time I touch options, take that tax hit, because in options, you don't have to get every single move right. You just need to get in the money and give yourself enough time to get there. So, and this is the trick. Okay. You may not know, but this was $1 million worth of options move. That's it. That's all it took. Whatever day that was. Wait, I'm on the right day here. Yeah. Whatever day it was. Oh, that's NQ. I was like, that looks weird. That's different. That's NQ. Sorry. ES. I was on ES here. But I was trading QQQ though. For sake of the memory of Matt. Here's the day. Let's see right here. This. That's it. That's it. Can I teach you options trading? No, I'm not that good. I'm not that good at options. The only reason I pick options is because the market is extremely volatile. Okay. And because it's volatile, I can blow up trying to trade big all this chop. The option is just aiming at some place to get to. And I'm going to buy very inexpensive, Delta 20, Delta 30 options and sell them at Delta 50. That's it. Once they go in the money, cut them. I'll try to get even lower depending on how bad it is. Let me see what the options are pricing at right now. Let me show you some stuff. Now, I do have some cool tricks. Oh yeah, you guys are going to witness it. It's going to be fun. Like I said, don't miss out on this. This is going to be a legendary trade. You guys are going to be able to say you saw it. Every 5 years or so, the universe hands this to you on a silver platter, and I'm not going to miss it. Are y'all excited about watching to see when it happens? You excited to see me jump up and down in my chair? Bottom is in, bottom is in, bottom is in. You get excited to see this? So what I'll do is an example. Let's say that it's hitting right now, okay? And we'll say that, well, it's March 10th. We'll say that it's happening right now. Let me look at the May monthlies, okay? They're about $2,000 an option, okay, at the money. And say that I'm going to get like 200 points away. Sorry, 200 points away. Oh, I need to show my Greeks on here. Let me just load up a default. Okay. Let me actually do something that's not. Let me do March. Let's look at like March monthlies. Okay, about a month out. So this is an example on a month out, but I'll probably usually grab them a month out or more, depending on how I see the volatility playing out. I want to look on the mat so I can finally stabilize when the market's going to have some liquidity. So let's do that really quick. Let's pretend we break 570 today. Let me load up the monthly map and show you. This stream sucks, man. Put on a trade. Where's my maps, baby? Come on, baby. Load up them maps. All right. So I try to look for where the market can show signs of life. Okay. And again, like here, I can say, aha, there's some bullishness. Maybe like say that we break up today and we rally today. And then I look in the future and say, aha, by the end of March, in March and April 14th, there is support in these places at the same level. So I could time my options that far out. Aha, if today's the break, I can buy the end of March, 31st. Okay, so let's pull this up and let's just simulate the end of March. Okay. Now, a month out, I'm aiming for the market to hit my strike a month out. Sometimes I'll need to give myself a month or more. And then what I'm going to do is I'll show you the difference, right? If I buy Delta 20 something options, right? Let's pretend that I bought. I'm going to do like a red line or something, right? That we're going to go into bull side territory. I'm going to find some retracement target that I'm looking for as my strike in a bull territory. And let's say that like, you know, we fall to 559 and then we break up to 570 and I'm going to look and say where I'm going to find out where we're rebounding to and I'm going to grab those options months out. And then when I get them, they're probably going to be like Delta 20 somewhere in here. And imagine like, you know, some of your $3, $4 options going to like $20 and $25, etc. Once they run up to like Delta 60, Delta 70. I aim for 50, start taking profit, let it keep going, take a little bit more, take a little bit more, take a little bit more, and ride it till the end. I have a whole system on how I do it. Right now, it's not evident where I can buy my targets or when, but when we get to that day, I'll have an exact strategy. I'll be like, this is what I'm buying. And I'll be loading up a lot of money into that. Every 3 or 4 years, I make these big trades when they come out. Option is the best way to do it. Because it's an all or nothing thing. The risk is bad. If you lose, I lose all of it, but it's easier than day trading it up. And I still will day trade it up. So don't worry about that, guys. I still will be day trading this bad boy up in my futures accounts. Don't you worry. Does being a day late affect the IV much? Well, the IV is going to be crushing out on a volatile, so the best part about the reversal day is that once it breaks through here, the IV just collapses. So the minute you're piling into your options, you've already got that IV collapse coming in with you. So the options are becoming cheaper by the moment on the IV basis. But you're far enough out of the money that the delta overrides any IV collapse. You're good. Trust me, you're good. Whatever loss you do take is well offset by the delta change. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm not the best options teacher in the world, but this is my favorite strategy as I'm loading money into my Webull account to make a really big options trade on the way up. I now know my timing is about 3 months out. So we're not doing this for a while, but you guys come here every day because any day could be the day. And I'm like, this is the day. This is the day, everybody. This is the one. This is the one. Consider selling out spreads after the break. I mean, you could, but I like to take the full risk. A spread would be a less risky way to do this, to make a little less money. I tend to go all or nothing. Like I'll burn up 100K to make $1 million. Like, I'll lose 100K if I'm wrong. So for me, a put spread, like as JTR is saying, if you guys don't know what options are, a put spread is a way to secure a fixed loss trade. You sell a put, that then you also buy a put in case it does continue to fall. Your sold put will lose money. Your bought put will make money, and therefore it'll balance out at some net loss that you can fix at the start of the trade. The cost of the spread plus whatever changes in delta that you get, or changes in value of the options. So on the long side, either make a whole lot or lose the entire bet. If you win the trade on selling a put spread, it's a fixed win. You get the premiums of the option, whatever you bought minus whatever you sold, and it's fixed. So it's a maximum loss set, fixed win gain. And so in the speculative thing, I just load up on call options. And I know it's a dirty, easier way to do it. I also will be trading futures on the way up. So trust me when I say, you don't see me aggressively tackling this market right now for that reason. So boot camp at 3:30 every day, baby. Okay, don't forget, guys, they are having really good sales today across the board. I think Tradeify right now is doing 30% off all the accounts and 35% off of 50K accounts. They did 35% off of those. Be sure you use our code. Rocket Scooter. Support the company. We love you guys. You know, I'm loving this Tradeify experience. I'm not going to lie. So, Spike Tyson, why wasn't the bottom in on the first bear zone break on the example you showed? Oh, let me show you really quick. Because at that day, on that day that you saw, there was a different map. So, good question. On this day, on all of these days, like say this day, for example, there was a different map on this day. So there's like pretend that we're looking at this day. Good question. There's going to be a map that's every day after. So these, while there was bull zone here probably now, at the time there likely wasn't. So Friday we did get a nice little rip up through here. But then we wake up today and we're back to being bearish. I don't think that we broke into bull zone on Friday's map. Good question. There was another layer of boxes here that have now disappeared because it's Monday. So you have to look at the map that day. So if we break this day, I'll be shouting and screaming. And then tomorrow, these are all going to move around slightly. So every day they're going to move. The map is not consistently the same because people change their bet. But it's a great question, Spike. Influencers are not decent traders. They're good gamers for sure. Yeah, 100%. You have Ty has a success in call risk reversal trade in similar situation. It's a good setup. You reset your Tradeify eval and use the Rocket Scooter code. It said code accepted. No discount is applied. Oh, yeah. So use our code, but I don't think nobody gets discounts on resets. That's kind of the prop game. Resets is like how they make their profit because the margins are super, super tight. So JTR is correct. What's the dotted white line? It's the contango midpoint on the March contract. You guys know how we do like the triple B, right? For VIX, we do the same contango midpoint for S&P and NASDAQ futures. We gapped. We were in contango, no gap. It looks like a gap, but it's not a gap. So you go back to the day we rolled over on that contract here. And it's just the contango midpoint. It's going to be high volume pivot when we get there. I got to make a trade to roll the accounts forward. So what I'm going to do is at the midpoint, I'll probably long couple contracts to make it count a day. In and out. I'm gonna flip it. Who's the guy that runs an options trading service using the Rocket Scooter platform? Let me start this by saying he uses Rocket Scooter. I don't know if he teaches Rocket Scooter though. It used to be Ashton Noland. He has his own method, but he uses Rocket Scooter to assist his step. I just don't think he teaches it. Buying strangles right now are so good because of the volatility, as Neil said. I don't disagree. Patty said, yeah, use the code cancel the eval and start over with a new code. Get the discount again. Oh, Trade Writer says, sorry, I didn't answer your question, bud. Let me read up. Whether we need to close the day above the monthly bear zone to call the bottom or just trading above it during the day is enough. It will, no, not close above, Trade Writer. It will break above and then it's an attempt. When it breaks above, I take the long. And if the long doesn't play out, I take the loss and I start over the next day. In the options world, I usually am not firing off options bets on that day. Usually the next day I'm ready to aim at it. Good question. Good question. So I want you guys to all be here for that. There will be a day where I'm shouting and screaming this at the bottom. We all want to see it, right? Unfortunately for us, the liquidation on the bigger side of Wall Street is massive. Okay. We know that at the end of February 20th, Jamie Dimon sells $233 million in JP Morgan stock. He's known as a reversal indicator, by the way, and a sign of the times. And you're seeing that everybody's kind of going to cash right now because the tariffs can be seen as inflationary to some degree, and a lot of these big firms are getting out of the way. Is your stuff broken? Res is positive. It certainly is. But the market's irrational. And what do we do with res when market's irrational? We don't use it as a leading indicator. It's still useful, but the probability is low. So any irrational market, we don't use resilience as part of your rule set. Yeah, as somebody is telling you. So down in here, resilience not necessarily gives you a leading indicator because the index could be selling off faster than the stocks. Okay. So today, 570 is the big break that I want to see today. Actually, if we get that, that'd be great. Now, it probably would move crazy. And I wait for. Every day I have a wait for level. Every day I have no trade here. No trade. And so far so good, right? $19,550. I think that's a similar spot. Oh, you mean to connect with the other? That's like connecting with the February close. Right? It's about that level. This 4-hour chart's kind of nice. I never used one before. About 500 was where February closed at. Yeah, 550 is like inside of here. That's there's like a half gap at the same spot on NASDAQ. How many points does it take to confirm a break? 10 points. Now, or 10 points, yes. 1 strike. On the way up. 10 ES, 40 NASDAQ. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go downstairs for a minute. We're back. Wait, hold on. I had to go put in all the heater. Turn the heaters on. It was cold. What's up? How accurate are monthly maps with Bitcoin? They're accurate as 3 flights of stairs. They're as accurate as they can be. I don't think we have one for Bitcoin though. You need something with options in the opera world. We thought you got diarrhea. Yeah. BITO. Okay. What is BITO? What is that? ProShares Bitcoin ETF. Hey, I didn't know that. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, Bitcoin's dead. Wow, I didn't know we had monthly maps of Bitcoin. Thanks for sharing that. All right, let's go. Oh, I need to roll these forward one day. Let me just tap. I'm just tapping them to roll them for one day. I just need to make something to flip them. I'm just flipping the accounts for a day. Just flipping. Hold up. Flipping at half gap. I just get a little quickie little bounce scout. Wow, that's absolutely cool. I didn't know that we had an ETF for Bitcoin. I mean, I'm sure there are, but it's cool that we have it. So yeah, bear side strengthening, bull side liquidating. Bitcoin's just dead in the water. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't pay attention to Bitcoin and crypto. And Bitcoin in the same sense, do you see how the liquidity map is just like S&P? Sit. Ouch. Nothing, right? Same thing. All right, let's do a read here. I grabbed some longs just to flip the accounts. Just getting some base hits here, nothing big. Just to throw them ahead a day. Get our impact line really quick. All right, that's it. Big trading day today, guys. Big wins, let's go. Big wins, let's go. Daddy bringing home that bacon. Oh, that's like $1,000. I ain't gonna complain about that. Just flipping it, just flipping the accounts. I can roll the trading days forward. That's it. LOL. Another day, another win. Let's go. Half gap is always a tap. So again, no strategy there other than picking a high volume pivot and long. Yeah, I waited all morning for this just to roll them forward. What was that? What was I looking for? What was I doing a second ago? Oh, impact lines. Let's go. Okay, 750. Big money, big money, big money, go. Ah, lovely. Where's she at? There it is. It's already been tapped, huh? The impact is still there, and the run length has been tapped. Okay, cool. All right, upper targets here. A little trick here. You guys know what flipping the accounts means, right? It just means make a tiny trade to advance the counter, like it counts as a trading day, and that's it. Flipping on a high volume pivot just to grab a tiny little number. Not trying to do anything big. Big money, big money. What's the T? Oh, I'm out. No, I closed. The TP was just to make a trade count for something. No, there's no trade here. No trade. Sorry. Flipping is just, so you have to trade 10 days, and I need to make a trading day happen. I need to trade something. So I waited all morning just to long, and on that first green candle I sold. It's literally a couple $100. No TP. It was either going to be win 200 or lose 200 per account. That's it. It's a video that teaches the impact line spike. Yeah, it's called illiquidity pivots, and I think it's the one we're covering today in the classes. So this was just flipping the account to advance the counter one day forward. This isn't a trade to make a trade, I promise. What do you think about the chart? I keep watching on for possible bounce. I think we might. Did you post it in Discord? Hold on, let me check. Did you send it to me, bud? Tag me in it in Discord. Whatever chart. What do you think about this chart? Just linked it here. Oh, hold on. I don't see a link, bud. Hyperlinks are the bot removes links if you post a link, so it doesn't show. Yeah, we have it because this like Elliott Wave harmonic selling guru ass clown used to come in here and post links to their tiny YouTube channel with 50 viewers. And we had to put in a bot that wouldn't let people post links anymore. My bad. Just throw in Discord. It doesn't, usually it'll show me like what got censored and then I can actually still read it. But in this case, the bot actually removes it altogether. Yeah, we saw some dude come in here and like talk about how great they were. And we're selling, they were selling some kind of like harmonic system or something. I don't know. And they would post links all the time, like literally links. Check this out. Here's my Discord. Here's this. Here's that. Here's that. This guy sucks. I'm the best. This guy sucks. I'm the best. And you know, and you know, 5 years later, you know, our channel used to be twice as big as this person. Now we're 10 times as big as this person. But you dislike harmonics and GAN. No, it's all nonsense. Probably sells a lot of money to people, to new people though. But yeah, no, literally they would spam. I'm talking like hundreds of posts, like literally spam. You delete them, they come back with a fake account, keep spamming. I was like, is that your tactic to advertise? All power to them. But yeah, unfortunately, one bad apple spoils the bunch. Can I double from risk interval to a DD band? Find another leg down? I could, but I don't want to trade down in here. Like this is not. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, I see what you're saying. We never done anything like that, Stu. I don't know the numbers of what that would mean. Stu's asking is there any significance to another RI lower from the DD band? In reality, it's not from the band, it's from the move itself. So the significance would be like probably from the pivot, the anchor point or whatever that's creating the move, rather than the band itself. I've never measured two risk intervals from the band, like another one, to see if it means anything. But let's, again, we're always discovering things about what the risk interval does, and is there a second interval, like multiples of that? Because it usually does create an effect. Be cool to watch and see. You know, I'm talking about like 42 points lower. So 87 and some change. I mean, there's bouncing there. Is there something to look at? Yeah, so like about here, 87 and some change. Like there's clearly bouncing another RI lower. Is it 84? 42 on the risk interval. So it says 29 minus 42 should be 87. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it looks like there's liquidity there. Are we going to create DD band and then DD band double? It could be. The idea is that that structure, what happens if you double the range? I mean, span works on double range intervals and things like that too. Could be, is there like every 42 points, is there another bounce? We'll see. Could be. Let's measure it again. 87 minus 42 would be 45. They're brilliant. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. I turned that heater on, man. It's starting to get toasty already. I love it, though. It's chilly. It's chilly in here. It got cold all of a sudden overnight. Thank you. Let's see what happens at 45. So maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens going on there. But yeah, this is, like I said, classic sit out day. I just have to roll the accounts forward. There's nothing good to take from today's trading day. I'm just gonna let it fall. But I'm waiting every day for that potential rally. And I know that spot I'm looking for. And you guys stay here every day, you will not miss it. I promise. You will not see me miss it. Over the decade, I've become an expert at finding that bottom and getting in on the long side. I'm already prepped for it. But we got probably like a 1 or 2 month like lag time on this before it happens. It's not gonna be the quickest. Mm, 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 mm. The stream, the stream turned to a crypto channel. Yeah, that was just, that was temporary. I already feel dirty. And we wait. We wait for the good stuff, baby. TPT is not 50% anymore, I don't think. I think it's only 30% now. There, does it say 50% in the stream? Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's 30% now. I thought I changed that last week. Let me, maybe I didn't save it. Sorry, it's only, their deal changed from 50%. It's now 30. My bad. Let me see what I need to update my thing. Thanks for letting me know. 65% off fast track ETF. I need to update that. My bad. Sorry about that. So if you guys use our code, by the way, you know, the proceeds of all the cash back or whatever, I invest into continuously running the company and building the platform out further. So like the affiliate code and the cash that we pull in from that is not like, you know, Matt's Lambo payments or anything. So if you guys want to do a little bit of service back to the community or back to yourself, using our code continues development of our trading platform. And we really appreciate your support. Matt by coins. It's the latest trend. Why just make a coin? The Matt coin. It's just make my own coin. Rocket coin. Now accumulate for 2 years and enjoy again. Call me one of the few people in the world that doesn't see a future for Bitcoin. I don't even think it's a good investment for the long term. I know I'm the outcast. I'm not going to not make a great investment for the long term in something. I just don't think Bitcoin is it. Just call me weird like that. I could diversify, plant money for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and hope Bitcoin becomes the thing, but I just don't see it. My investment, like, again, I could be right or wrong. If I'm wrong, I just miss out. But I'm not going to miss out on something. I'm going to make money somewhere. I might miss out on the coolest, neatest, biggest thing ever or whatever. I don't believe it's a thing. I believe it'll go to zero. I'm in that camp. But not trying to scare you guys out of it. I don't know as much about it as you guys do. I just don't see it as a thing I want to invest in. Yeah. And like, you know, like I said, I've 100x'd my money so many times in so many places. It's like, there's not a bad investment if you pick something. I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to zero now. I'm saying in 50 years, Bitcoin will be zero. The aim that everybody's aiming for, I think it's going to be worthless in our children's generations. I don't think it's generational wealth. I think there's money to be made in the 10 years that it's popular, though. So right now, I think there's money to be made trading this stuff. Yeah. But investing, I don't know. I don't see it. I think it's a great trader. I think it's not a good investor. But that's just me. Ride that wave up. I'm telling you, ride the hype train. Nothing wrong with trading momentum, volatility, nothing wrong with any of that. For your husband's sake, I hope you're wrong. I hope I'm wrong too, for all of your sake, because I know a lot of guys buy it. I hope I'm wrong, but I personally don't want to invest in it for reasons of I'm going to invest in something that I know is going to make me millions of dollars instead. Too much of a risk to make a few million more. I mean, I'm thinking like, you know, Bitcoin's not going to turn anybody into a billionaire. You guys make a few million bucks, but I mean, you'll make the same amount long in a lot of stuff at the bottom of this market. So there's opportunities everywhere. But for you guys, I hope Bitcoin rallies. I hope y'all make money. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys make a fucking killing off of this. Trust me, I'm on y'all's side. I'm on your team. 5641 yellow line tap. But I hope it rallies to the moon. I'll just watch you guys make money from the sides. I don't care. Wasn't 45 that risk interval? Just for shits and giggles? Should we try it just for fun? Just for funsies? Just for funsies? Let's just see if we get a rally off of 45. And it's Jay's level too, so I'm using you guys as confluence. Why the hell not? And the hour flips and we run Europe's closing, so. Put some micros on it, why not? Just to see if we get a little tap for fun. You guys haven't changed your clocks yet? If I only press the sell button, it open. We always feel that way, don't we? If only I would have sold. Going to close the rollover gap. Yeah. 45 is that one risk interval lower setting, the place we're talking about. So Stu was asking, what's the significance of one risk interval lower each DD band? One RI lower. Is there significance there? And 45 was the number. And hell, let's just test and see if it works. There's some micros in it. Why the hell not? There's this contango midpoint right here. That's the guy. Nowadays, the clocks don't need changing. Time is on my side. Watch the market rally from here at 45 for funsies. Oh my God. Oh, I picked NASDAQ on accident. Oops. I ain't paying attention. Same spot though. 45 is that one risk interval lower. Each DD band, one RI lower. Is there significance there? And 45 was the number. And hell, let's just test and see if it works. There's some micros in it. Why the hell not? Whatevs. LOL skis. I'll take it just for fun. Whatever. 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 Just to have fun. I know I'm just having fun, like rolling these accounts over, so I'm not even gonna do anything else. That was just risking too much. I mean, money's money though. Ain't gonna complain. About 2 grand. iDoc. Hey, let's go to the pseudo cooking class or something later. You up? Can I tell you how good of a boyfriend I am? She was sleeping on the couch. Just resting on the couch. Stu. Thanks, Stu. Appreciate it. Look at that big old green candle there. That Contango midpoint. Always a thing. Always a thing, guys. It's always a thing. Thanks for trusting your confluence. The J level. Throw some micros at this thing. You're in the trade. I'm already in and out. That's it. I just because I had to roll these accounts forward. Half gap. Half gap Contango midpoint is always a bounce. 45 was something that as we were exploring the idea that a risk interval below green, like continuing the DD bands, extrapolating lower, will provide liquidity. Every 45 points, there's range, and it looks like we have that in that. It created some liquid. That's interesting, right? Let's see if Nasdaq did the same thing. iDoc, are you there? iDoc. What's she doing? $157.25. iDoc, what are you doing? Wake up. Oh, you're in a meeting? Never mind. Oh, God. Okay. Let's just estimate this. 21.57.25. You guys want to know how good of a boyfriend I am? It was getting cold, and she was sleeping on the couch. Like, she went downstairs sleeping on the couch. In the middle of the stream, I just went all around the house, turned the heaters on, just to be nice. I'll get no credit. Just to be nice. No, she went in freeze. Is that 21.57? Oh, wait. 157.25. Okay. So the question is a risk interval off of the band at significant level? We learn more about the risk interval as the months go by, like, and the years go by. We learn that there's more that you can do with it. It's the structure of futures, and it's based off of CME's margining equations. So it's a magic number. We all like magic here. Oh, let's make that. Trust me when I say, you guys, if you are here, will not miss the rally back up. You won't miss the rally back up. I will be the first person shouting and screaming that this is the bottom. You will not miss. You come here every day. Don't waste your time watching anybody else. Everybody else out there doesn't care if you blow up because they do 5,000 or 5-figure sales and affiliate resets and shit every day. Don't play that game. This is the stream that makes money. I don't arbitrage these prop firms. I don't blow up on stream. If you guys blow up with me, I made $50,000 in Apex sales that morning. It's not me. Not me. We're going to make money in the trade in the stock market. We're going to make money trading. All right. So is there some truth to this? Is there liquidity here? We're looking for volume. Looks all right. Here. Oh, this is the market's open. Looks all right. Here. Volume at the line. Yeah, I mean, there's volume each interval down. Interesting. Okay. I mean, each time you tap the risk interval line, there's volume. Here's the volume here. Volume spike there. Not volume there, but volume here at the tap on the bottom. There could be something here. Tips hat. Yeah, Stu. Good job, Seb. Thanks for that little long in and out. Just like scraping together some pennies, man. This is the time that I don't want to be taking too much risk, right? Are you guys learning that from here, we can tell you the state of the market pretty easily? And it's just like, it's so much peace of mind to not take abnormal amounts of risk, you know? When I take the MHP break on SPY, yeah, that's all I'm waiting for all day long is just to get there and run. How is res negative? It's just what it is. It has to do with where the stocks gap down. It's just the state of what the stocks are. But in irrational markets, don't use resilience. Like we only use it in rational markets. So how to know when it's reversing is when I break through monthly hedge pressure to the upside. That's all I wait for in this environment, like this to this. Do I have a video on finding fair value gaps? Nah, I don't trade like that, so I don't have a video on that. Give our style a chance though. Our style's a little different. I don't use candle techniques at all. I use something completely different. Not to say that it's not any good. I don't dabble in that. You'll notice a lot of that stuff works really well. A lot of things work well when they work. It's not my not my forte. How come? What did you? I'm sorry, I'm behind on the chat. How come the MHP breakout is not showing the bear short down? Because it's on the bear long down. Shows it. Because once you are here and once you are up here, you see how the letters say bear long and down right here? So then it clues you to go to the bear long down. Oh, sorry, bear long down. Sorry, here. Bear long down is this way. So on this particular side, if there is a breakout, you can take the long. And actually, now that I think about it, I should draw the green. There is one missing here. Yeah, this one should be here. Let me think about this. This is if you open here, reject, but inside of here it could break to go to there. In general, MHP breaks, regardless of being on the map or not, is always a take. It's always a take. The idea was that we're just showing the moves inside of here, but there is a potential move. And each one of these has a potential break move you can show. As a rule of thumb, they all should be here. Let me think about this one. Because like this one, it's the same thing. Like it's, if you break, it's always implied you go up. I think my motivation when I did this was just to not have a million arrows. So any break is always a chase. This is just like where you open more than anything. So, and some of the breaks are shown, but yeah, it's implied. Good question. What's up? What's up? What's up? You're out of line wishing you're in it? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't wishing anything. You always, when you're out of a trade, it's always the right decision. Always the right decision. When we go to 20K from here, oh God, yeah. This ain't the time. This ain't the time, baby. What are we thinking about? No, I'm just chilling with you guys. I'm just watching. There's nothing left to do today. We still have a full community, so we're just kind of chilling. We still have a huge turnout today. Let me see what we got. I like how we know the bear market's here, though. We're not out here grabbing the dip, wasting money, just chilling, letting it fall. What do I think about no income tax? I think that'd be great. And that'd be really great. There's a lot of discussion about something like that. Just a fully tariff-based system. Fueled by all sales tax and tariff tax and stuff. I mean, there is evidence that was one of the strongest periods of growth in American history. So it's not like it doesn't have like, it's not an experiment that you know, there's no evidence to say with it. Am I profitable? I'm very profitable. But then what would the taxes come from? Like when you spend your money. Not when you earn your money, but when you spend your money, then there's taxes on commerce, not taxes on labor. Is there a lesson on how to find the contango midpoints? Yeah, it's in the VIX class, the triple B class with VIX. It's called like all things VIX, but it highlights how to do that particular class. Yeah, so our boot camp, right? Our 20 days boot camp. I want you guys to all get ready to get going, because in about a week we're going to be starting all over from class number 1. 20 days, $20. When am I trading? I'm not trading right now. It's not a trade to take. What do you mean I'm not trading right now? It's not a trade. You've never seen somebody drawing on the market and just waiting for their setup? Or my algorithm tells me there's no trade. Right here. Look. You see how there's no arrow right here? There's nothing. There's nothing to do, but wait. Now, of all the traders on YouTube, I'm the most profitable by like a factor of like 10, I'm sure. There's not even a close second place. So you'll learn if you stay here and watch. Not every trade, not every day is worth touching. This market, we're waiting for it to bottom out and sell. If you guys wait at the market bottoming process, you will see me make substantially large bets. Could you theoretically copy me? No, you shouldn't copy anybody on the internet. Why would you copy a stranger's trades? I don't understand. That's not legal for me to even say that I would condone that, but why would you physically feel the need to do that? Like, you don't even know me. I'm a stranger. You teach their own, I guess. Why should you do my boot camp? Oh, well, to learn how to trade on your own. So the example is like, would you ask, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of what would be. Like, you can learn, like, we take, you know, the boot camp trains you on how to trade on your own for sure. Yeah. Flat is also a position faux show. Maybe because I am the best. But you still shouldn't copy anybody. Like, I think that as a practice is never going to make you guys any money. Even if you did find someone who was like, just like smashing bangers all day long. I don't think as a long-term strategy is going to make anybody money. Unless you were just glued to someone's hip and you watch them 24/7 all day, every day. What trades they make at night, what trades they make in the morning. You don't miss a beat. You have, like, the minute they're in, you're in with no delay. There's like some mechanics that make it hard to do that. Delay, yeah, the delay will usually be the end of you on that. YouTube even has a 10-second delay, even if you wanted to do it, which I'm saying you shouldn't. It's not legal for me to even condone it. But you shouldn't as a friend to friend. I'm telling you, there's no reason you should. The mechanics of it don't even work. You're going to have a hard time. Yeah, so the boot camp, guys, let me tell you our boot camp. And if you've taken the boot camp already, please leave a review. Leave your honest review there. The reason that you can learn everything when it comes to position management, risk management, setting up trade plans, looking for greater trends in the market, how to sit out like today, why to sit out, things like that. Our boot camp reviews all across the board by actual customers. This is what they bought. This is what they said. And you can see that there seems to be a general love of the boot camp. Like, I'm talking love, like the best thing I've ever done. I can't believe it's $20. Like, completely changed the way I look at markets. Like, completely, not just like I learned something. It's more like this was like the missing piece, or this was a game changer for me. This was revolutionary. People say stuff like that because it's different what we do. It's not the same. First person comes in here and says, are you trading? Why aren't you in a trade? Well, because I'm teaching you how I actually make money. Now, you don't trade all the time. Not every move is worth touching. Most of my setups have really high probabilities, very high probabilities. This orange line bounce is a 90% probability that we reject and push this way, like it did at the open. If we break through here, it's about 90% chance we go to there. And so there's setups that are really high probability, and I just extract like all of those trade plans and I do the high probability ones. Bootcamp is every day at 3:30 Eastern. We do a live session together, and then we watch the videos, and I comment on the videos while we're watching them live. And we used to film them live, but now we're just watching them live and adding to the video with relevant market information of like what's going on now. And so every single day we go through it, and it's 20 days, and then we start all over, and then it's 20 days and we start all over. It's literally a whole new way for trading. It actually works. Well, thank you, Kirsten. SEC chatbot sends email. LOL. Yeah. I personally, as even a thing, people always ask like why my Discord, like, do you have a call outs room? I know it's very common for a guru traders to just sell you like their paper trade call outs as a product. I've actually never once, I've been streaming since 2016. I've never once had a call outs room. And we're one of the biggest trading communities there is. And it's great because I'm the only ones that doesn't sell my ideas. I stream it for free. I mean, what I'm doing is free on YouTube. So I don't even sell it. The boot camp is $20. It could be $2,000. I don't sell it. It's $20 is barely anything for a month's worth of classes. $1 a day was the goal. Can I not give any signals? What? No. Why would I give you signals? I like you, man, but I don't like you that much. Why do I care if you make money? This as a counter to the argument. Why, like, think about me as a stranger who's in this to just make money for myself. Why would I care if a stranger makes money or not? Yeah, like, think of that as like a challenge to the thought process of why would somebody care to make you? So nobody out there selling you signals really cares that they make you money. They just care that you're paying them. It's like a logic problem to that question. If I sell it to be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it because there wouldn't be a value to it. It wouldn't be like if I tell you my trade idea and I'm like, this is the trade I made. By the time you get it, and even if I could legally do that, by the time you'd get it and make the trade, you wouldn't be able to copy the same thing. Like, ethically, it's not even a good thing to sell that. Now, ahead of time, you could be like, this is my trade plan and what I want to do. Then that does make a little more sense. But at the end of the day, like, right, the way I think about it is if pretend it's a great idea and pretend it does work, at the end of the day, I make so much money, I don't care to do it. I don't desire to add that as a revenue stream. I've got a dozen revenue streams already. They all do very well. I don't want to milk our customers for like a $50 a month Discord call out room surcharge or whatever. That's a good thought though. But it's free, man. Like, I do it for free. So just listen to what I'm doing. There's a delay on YouTube and you can learn what I'm doing for free. I'm drawing it on the screen. So right now there's no trade. The reason there's no arrow is there's no trade. So that's the strategy today. That's my call out, quote unquote, today. Yeah, come to YouTube. You'll get to see what I'm doing. No trade. The algorithm says no trade. From here, nothing. So I'm just chilling. Does YouTube pay you when I go live? Yeah. I think I make like $5 a stream. Big money. Like $5. Like ad revenue is just barely anything. Because I don't run ads to the stream. I guess there's an ad at the start, but I don't like to waste you guys' time by dropping ads. I know every time I do, I can make some money, but it's baby money. $5 to annoy you guys. Yeah. Imagine a good trade setup's happening and shit's hitting the fan and there's a midstream roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? I'm having to watch an ad. There's something crazy going on. So we'll do it. Is this a good time to buy equities or wait to drop more? I can't give you investment advice. Personally, for myself, I'm not buying anything here. The market's got three months of crap. There's no bottom in sight. Not yet. I'm not touching it all. Matt doesn't like to be interrupted. I don't. I think there was one day when I turned it on by mistake. There's a button I can click on YouTube that just starts rolling the ads. Like, I can click, I see it right now. It's a button. I can literally insert an ad right now. Was it every 10 minutes? Oh my God. No way. I turned it on accidentally by mistake one time. Let me test something out. I'm $5 richer. Yeah, you can drop an ad on command. Yeah. It didn't work. Nothing for you guys. You almost have ad blockers or something. Skip, Weeble ad. You got 2? You got a local college ad? Oh, that's hilarious. And skip. So there's a button here that they put at the top of the stream that says insert ad. So I can just click and apparently an ad drops, right? Wait, create a highlight video? What are some of these features here? Oh, so on the fly, I can make my own clips while I'm watching the stream. Hey, how about that? Cool. Oh, not if you're premium on YouTube, yeah. I should do that every 30 minutes. I should do it until you guys click the like button. Let's just be real. I'm going to like sit there and yell at you guys and just spam ads until y'all click the like button. Jay had a good level, I know. Every time I need to leave the room for a second, I can make $5 with an ad. Now you guys are talking. That doesn't make sense when I'm AFK. I was testing to see how many people left the stream. We lost about 15 people, according to the viewer base. 3%. Whenever I'm blowing up on stream, I'm just going to roll ads to make a little bit of it back to ease the burn. I could have called the bottom. No, not today. Not today. I don't want to call no bottoms today. I did take a little scappy long though. Tiny little one. Did you hear that Victor won $69? I heard that. Congratulations. What's the difference between your courses? Each course is teaching you a different method. We go through a journey of training you on 3 different principles. One of them is trend identification. When the long, when the short kind of thing. The other one is risk management, position management. Where to get in, where to get out, where to stage your entries, how to incorporate volatility into your trades, how to make a trade plan, risk and reward, all of that stuff. Cost basis management. And the third and most important principle is called market avoidance, which is today. When there is identifiably no trade, don't take a trade. I just flipped the accounts, put a little money in my pocket on this, but no trade today. No real trade. And the goals, we go through the courses and we take you on a journey of how to start from nothing and how to end up making like rock solid trade plans. We teach you high probability setups. Like I draw on my screen, these arrows that I'm drawing. There's a 90% chance we bounce off of here, just like we did today. That's the probabilities. If we break into this bear zone, there's a 90% chance we go from there to there. So waiting for high probability setups only. No trade in the noise, like no shorting, no longing. We have flashcards that teach you different pieces of this. Like I said, there's a reason it's got rave reviews because it's only $20 because I don't want to sell a trading course, but it is the most substantial, biggest and best trading course literally ever constructed for people. It not only teaches you these principles, but we give you handouts and cheat sheets that have the setups on them. With the probability. So all of our stuff has the odds at which the back test shows. Down here beside these green bands and futures. So I'm trading right now in futures. Ignore these red lines. But down here, like below these bands, no shorting because randomly the market pops up. 88% of days will land between these green days, only 8% below. So I'm not shorting in the 8% realm. I only long off of my strong pivots. These are it. These 4 things, and I'll tell you what they are. And I only trade with a small position only. And these are the odds at which these things happen. So we tell you exactly what's going on, what it is we're exploiting, and the odds that go with it. And again, the whole class on this one technique is $1. So it's a very inexpensive way to learn markets, and I'm live every day with you guys and a Zoom call. It's a little more serious than like the goofy YouTube stream. So I won't be dropping ads on you. $20, 20 days. And again, there's no hidden charge. Like at the end of it, it's like pay $1,000 to unlock the other 20 courses. It is the full there's no rug pull. There's no, here's the truth, like a freemium model or whatever. Pay $20 now, then pay $500 to get the last 5 classes or whatever. Nothing. It's the whole thing. There's no catch. At the end of 20, cancel and you get the knowledge. It's great. When did I make a trade today? This was what I call a flip trade. On these trader funding program accounts, sometimes you have to cycle the counter ahead one day to count as a trading day. You have to make a trade. So I just longed right here. I just longed and then got out super quick. Right there. Just something like that. It was, and nothing else was. And then I just goofed around with some micros right here as well. But not supposed to take a trade. I just needed a trading day to count. So I needed to do something. Do some micros on it. What's my strategy? We have a gamma exposure strategy. So we're pioneers in that field. We can predict high volume pivots before they happen with high probability, like guaranteed high volume pivots. We use options to extract information, and then I trade futures with that. So an example of a high volume pivot would be this green line. Extremely high volume when you touch it. Look, when we're playing at this green line right here, you see this high volume? All of our pivots are predictable high volume. Their exploits are like hacks into the system. This is an exploit of the margin requirement. We say hacks, but like we mathematically derive the stuff from that. So high volume pivot exactly at the screen line. You see these big giant volume spikes here. Every one of our pivots is guaranteed high volume. There's no way. It's like technical analysis can't make a claim of like, I guarantee every time. We do. It's never failed. Never once in 5 years of doing this with this platform. So when you touch these orange and blue lines, there's going to be a high volume spike. So I know all day today, none of this matters. What only matters is when we get there. The correct trade is to trade from there, whatever direction I want to go. And I use the flow of the options balance to estimate the higher probability move. Today, the higher probability move is to reject up in the orange and push lower, which we kind of saw today, right? So in the middle of this, there is no trade because there is no predictable flow. It's just kind of irrational all over the place. So we utilize option structure to forecast where flow will be and where high volume pivots will be. It's like trading with the volume profile or VWAP, but before it happens. It's predicting a volume profile before it happens. Let me show you something cool. So everything we do is to try to get one step ahead of what traditionally everyone else does. I mean, we're engineers and we're a little different than everyone else. We think differently. Let me see if I can get a good analysis on. Well, we really didn't touch any pivots today, so this won't be a good thing. Let me see if I can't. Let me see if I can't put in some random tickers and see if anything will give me something good. No, yeah, nobody's near the pivots today. It's like a sit out day across the board. Nope. Jeez. Yep. We're so far out of bounds. There's really no pivots to play with today. Maybe GE. Okay. An example is that when you pass through any of these high volume pivots, there's going to be predictable high volume. So I can actually predict what a volume profile is going to look like today. For today, with GE as an example, the market's going to be trading like, you know, essentially like right in here. This is high volume. This is high volume. And this is kind of like higher volume and low. So low volume node, high volume node, point of control about 190, probably a little bit over 190 and a half. And so that's what at 9:30 I print that level for you. And so if I type in GE, you can see that what I drew is what happened. Your point of control is 190 and some change, 190.15. This took a day's worth of trading to develop the point of control. But you knew at the start of the day, I'm giving you the point of control before that day's trading takes place. That's kind of the magic of what we're doing with the math here. Lower volume here, it starts to ramp up closer to 191, bigger 190, 189, and then down. 191, bigger 190, 189, and then down. So at the start of the day, I know that my most important pivot high volume node will be at 190 for the most part. And therefore, I'm making my setup around the idea of I know where the volume is going to cluster at before it happens. That's our strategy. So it's the best way to find high volume pivots using no technical analysis. It's using options. And this is the neatest thing about it, is we don't even use any technical analysis. Works on any time frame. None of that stuff matters. Candles don't matter. Time frames don't matter. The level is the level. And that's the best part about it. How's the blue line test going? So we have a committee of people that volunteered to do some testing on the blue line. And let me pop out this handful of folks putting it together. Looks like Benny, Ian, a couple other people. Teo Strike, Sir, Yuri, all jumping into battle, but help with the back test. So it looks like they just got started with it to kind of test the efficacy of it. We're going to do a... Where's my mouse? We're going to basically use it to utilize if you get to hedge pressure and we look at it, do you get a 10-point move before a 10-point stop or 40-point move for a 40-point stop NASDAQ? And if it can produce a probability of what's the odds that you get a move versus you don't. You took the masterclass? Oh, awesome. Oh, Prashant, the masterclass. Excellent. So the boot camp is like 20 days of that same thing. How often do I blow or reset an account? Not super often. These Tradeifys I've reset, like, this is the third attempt. So in like 3 months, like 3 times. Or that's 2 resets. So that's it. And 1 payout. So this market, though, is also part of that. And both times weren't that I did anything bad. I chose to take risk on both times were the actual payout window day. I was so far away from consistency, I had to make a big trade. And it was like dice roll. If I didn't, I'd have to wait 10 days. So each time I just chose to go for it. And both times it didn't work out because this environment is hard to make that work out. But both times I hit the profit target. Each time I hit profit target, and I was battling consistency. So that's the one thing that gets you. It's like the final cherry on top of the trader funding world to get you. You have a race to the payout window, or else you'd have to wait another 10 days for this. So this kind of sucks. Why not buy straight to funded? Yeah, I do. I'm in the straight to funded on Sola. That's all I trade. I wouldn't trade anything else. Now Jay's glad he sat out. No FOMO today. DeAndre. Which, yeah, discipline like me. You strive to be just like you. Discipline. It's waiting. Look, the idea that I'm going to make $1 million on the reversal is all I need to know. Do you think I care to scalp thousands of bucks a day in this environment, in these trader funding programs? I got my Webull account locked and loaded, baby. When we hit that reversal, I'm loaded. Trust me. You're gonna watch me make $1 million real dollars on the way up. That's the motivation to wait. I'm still day trading, but some environments just don't have a day trade like today. The reason I don't long or short and there's no trade is stuff like this. You can imagine today's NASDAQ, right? 524 to 702. 200 points up and down almost. It's just not, I mean, I can see it from a mile away and I know to avoid it. Free class, Victor. Victor's manifesting a drawing for the free class. But nobody donated any money today, so we're not have to go out the free class. So by the way, if you have a choice, always buy straight to funded. Don't do anything else. If they have the option, go straight to funded. Always buy that. Always pay your way to get advanced into this thing. An eval being an extra stage. I never do evals if I can help it. No reason at all to ever do an eval if you can pay to get past it. Pay to get past it. Discipline and patience are hard to develop, but when acquired, you can level up, control the FOMO, and trading becomes 10 times easier. Yeah, no FOMO. Today was a controlled flip day. Do I ever hold futures overnight in personal accounts? Never. You don't. I don't hold the futures in the close. There's no reason to. Also, because every time the market opens, it's going to be random if it gaps up or down. You don't want to take random exposure like that. The sentiment changes very drastically sometimes between open and close. And there's not really a trend. Like every time the futures market opens is a reset to the newest liquidity point. So I'd hate to be in a trade overnight and then an hour later the market keeps going. Futures are day trading instruments only to me. Evals are cheaper, as Moreau said, if you're starting out and just learning. Yes, that's the only reason to do it. But they're also harder to pass. Those evals are really hard to pass. Let's go with my phone here. I think my Twitter messages aren't loading. What's going on here? Here we go. Yeah, I don't even know. Weird. Twitter app is down for some reason for me. Yeah, trust me, dude. When I'm done working with you guys, you won't have FOMO. You won't feel it anymore. That's my specialty. Is like Twitter down for everybody? It's just getting a spinning wheel today. It's been buggy all day. Oh, okay. The market is dead. Let's just talk about Blake Lively. Yeah, let's just talk about celebrity gossip. Tick Trader is straight to funded. No minimum days for payouts. Just follow 20% consistency. So every 5 days or so, you can get a payout. That's cool. I like the sound of that. Straight to funded is the best way to go. I wouldn't do anything else if you can afford it. Use VPN for X. I think X is just being buggy. I don't use VPNs. In general, I don't have VPN account anywhere. Oops. Something I wanted to do. Dude, man, Apex customer service is just like love them, don't love them. Oh, okay. Hmm. Thanks for the channel, Julio. Man, appreciate you being here, man. Today, simple no trade setup day. Greater bear market is still there. Stocks ratio, bull bear bias, DD ratio, we call it 35%. Anything greater than 50 is bullish. We're still bear market below MHP. This is monthly gamma levels in SPY. Also bearish. Monthly maps, destruction in this market. It's just insane. We are stuck in bear territory through May. This market may get some bounces along the way. Good catalyst might flip us around. But the market is betting on high levels of inflationary pricing. There's very, very, very low comfort at this level in this quarter that the bottom may not come in for like 3 months. And so in the meantime, you know, we have this short setup, market opens and dumps, not blowing up, not going tilt. You guys are watching me execute perfect control. I'm going to make millions on the way back up. So stay here for that. Look at Bullinox and Apex substitute. Same price, and the same program with Rhythmic. Okay. Will I join your class? We'll cure. So if you have a cure for FOMO, where do you sign up? Yeah, so here's where we sign up for our classes. And by far, I'm going to tell you guys, we have an amazing turnout at these courses. It's one of the biggest things that we do. And like I said, we've been doing this boot camp since August, and it's all just like raving reviews. People take the class, they leave a review. And if you guys have taken the class, please leave a review. Let me give you guys the link. Here. You gotten payouts with Bullinox or legit? Okay, cool. Like and subscribe. Yeah, also subscribe to the channel, you guys. Thank you, Jay, for reminding. Free class, you say? Not today. Not today. Let's catch up and chat. Let's see what you guys are doing on Discord. Let's check out this week. How you guys been doing? Last week, March. P&L, Rich, 76% win rate, even though you did take some losing days. Oh, wait, no, never mind. 82% win rate, 10,000 P&L. Excellent, my friend. Master Rich, passed an eval and busted one, but bought 4 accounts done for the day. That's last week. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, that was my $27,000 a day. That was fun. BZ, congratulations. Ice Wild, up or down like a mixed day there. You guys I like that you guys post your traction and what you guys are doing here. Good day, Ice. Nice, nice, nice. TBT, Prometheus, good job. Pass to take profit trader, 9,000 equity. Just need to flip one more day. Awesome, awesome. Master Rich, 9,000 profit target. Finished 5 days of your evals. Way to go. Way to go. Good job. You guys passing, getting funded. I love it. I love it. I love it. Show me the money. Full week of stats. 20,000 P&L. Good job. 60% win rate. Good job. Alchemist, here's your futures account in Webull. Oh, yeah. You can trade futures in like Webull and Robinhood now. Crushing it. Crushing it. Nice. 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 Jay Mooney. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeetski, what's up, man? 4,500 bucks. Nice. Congratulations. You guys are going crazy. Crushing it. We have about 10,000 active user accounts for our trading platform. We roughly have 7,000 something active members in the Discord. Pretty big community. Tons of people trading. Most everyone's doing futures. A lot of people doing options, but most everyone's doing futures. Almost everyone's doing futures, trader funding programs. You guys will find a massive community. If you use our platform, obviously you get access to the Discord. Just comes with it. No extra charge or anything. So Rocket Scooter members, whether you're in the classes or use the platform, you get access to our Discord. Very big, you know, community supported. Not a lot of like memes or just, you know, kids doing stupid stuff. It's very like mature and very much like stick to the books. People posting levels, talking about charts, doing call outs, very serious, informational, very good. So occasionally a dancing bear and a Willy Wonka, but mostly serious, which is good. Sometimes you just want to be cut out the noise. You don't hear a bunch of people like wealth flexing or posting their Lambos or whatever. Yeah. You guys ever play what? Soxis. Sometimes like we'll cover it, but most of us here don't trade stocks. Soxil, this is the semiconductor index. Triple leveraged ETF, I believe. There was the dancing bear one time. Double or triple, Soxil. Yeah, 3x semiconductor. Yeah, 3x. We can cover it and give you like, you know, show charts and stuff. But I don't trade it. Anybody here trade semis? So if we have ability to do a liquidity map, I definitely will do it. I don't know if we have data today. Here we go. So we are in like a boat of kind of like there's just general pressure from here. There's no trades set up in here though. SMH? SMH for what? TSLZ? Yeah, SMH, downward pressure, MHP, same thing. Yeah, if you guys ever want to run something, just let me know. A lot of times the low cap will not have options. If we don't have options, we can't generate a map for it. So usually things less than $10, it's hard pressed to find weekly options. So unfortunately, we don't have anything for that. Soxil and Soxs have low volume and options sometimes. Okay. Does Rocket Scooter automatically delete save layouts at times? You have none this morning. No, we don't. But if you cleared your cookies or, you know, cleared your cache in your browser, reset your, like you reset all your browser stuff, a lot of times you wipe your settings. So did you do anything to wipe your own settings? We don't. It's saved on your browser level, so if it's gone, you did something, probably. Happens sometimes if you reinstall a browser. But once it's on your end of the browser, we don't touch it. And would we ever push a reset on everybody's settings? I don't think we would, unless we're trying to force a new standard on a new loadout, but I don't think we wouldn't affect existings. So maybe Whelan, maybe did you empty your local storage and all that? Or load your browser to like default settings? UVXY, another HP bounce incoming. Not that Matt will read your message. I'm reading your message. I'm always reading it. UVXYU. Hold on. I will read your message. You know I will. Here it is. We're cool. Another bounce incoming. Yeah, it's kind of floating in the middle. Some bullishness. Bullish setups on VIX. Don't like it. You know, supporting the bear market. Bullish VIX. If you're using incognito mode where it doesn't save cookies after you close the session, oh, that could be true. Or sometimes, like, what are they called? Like malware or spyware detectors. I don't know if they go through there and wipe your cookies in your browser for sites that you don't like put a trust authentication, like I trust this site kind of thing. And any kind of malware or spyware protection could go through and have settings where it clears your cookies for things that you don't say to save. After you win your free class, where do I claim it? You have to drive to Houston and knock on my door and you can claim it. Recommend browsers for Rocket Scooter. I use Edge for Rocket Scooter because I can take out the fluff of the browser. With Edge, you can create an app out of any website. So see how right here there's no like hyperlink, there's no favorites, nothing. In Edge, you can take any website and create an app out of it, and then it removes all that. Before Windows 11 had that feature, there's a way I can do it in Windows 10. Using a shortcut. And also Edge is used for nothing else. So it doesn't have any bloat in it. Like I don't have a bunch of extensions running. It's just a browser I purely use for Rocket Scooter. I do all my surfing and Firefox. So like essentially you'd hate to be using Edge for your browsing and for your platform, because if your browsing locks up or uses all your RAM or memory dump or something and then it crashes and you crash the platform with it. So I keep a unique experience and I just use Edge so I can get rid of all the jazz at the top of the screen. Hold on guys, give me a second. 25.2 contract risk bounce. I I personally am not going to be trading minis down in here at all. This is just too much. Too risky to be touching minis for me. Micros, if anything, man. Like, when you have this high volatility environment, you definitely got to understand the market can move like twice as fast. So I wouldn't even touch minis at all. At all. Trust me. Not the best. Does the class start today if you sign up? Yeah, so Tony, it will be at 3:30 Eastern. So we'll be there live today, and we'll be there. So it's good to like catch it now, because right now all we're working on is trade plans, and we're teaching risk management stuff now. It's a great time to start, but anytime the class just loops around, and we make it to where you can jump in at any point and catch up, and then when we start over, I mean, you'll be right there at the front and center. So not a terrible time to jump in now to get in going. I mean, it's kind of designed to where you don't have to have a starting point. And we loop back around, and there are people here that have done the boot camp 5 times since we've done it. Every single time they're there. It's a really good, trust me, for what it's worth. I've never had anybody say they wish they didn't spend $20 on this. It seems to be like something that most people are saying this is too good to be true. Like, how can you like create something and not want to charge for it? Y'all just know I'm different than most traders, I guess. We take a stance here at Rocket Tutor. We firmly believe that people should learn the craft, and that education shouldn't be a major focus of what our business model is. It's always been that case. I've never sold classes or sold boot camps or sold, 30 people sign up $59.99 for my one-time only trading boot camp. I've never been like that. Right now, the charge only covers the overhead of the people that edit the videos and make the handouts. So we have 2 employed salaries. So all the revenue that comes in just pays their bills, pays their salary. So you have to renew the boot camp every month. You can stay subscribed to it. Every month is $20. So if you stay with it, you can keep cycling through it. Every month is different. It's the same classes, but every month it's a different environment. So people have caught the classes in the bull market. Now they're catching the class in the bear market. And then the reason we watch the videos together, and then I stop and pause and ask questions, or stop and pause and grill you on the current market, is to stay consistent with it. Yeah. Like an ingrown hair on my shoulder here. It's non-stop marketing with this guy. Non-stop. I've been marketing for all 4 hours I've been here. Never make a trade either. Never. Barely any trading talk. I don't know if you were here for the last 4 hours. That's all we talked about is trading. I think a lot of people are surprised that the best trader on YouTube doesn't trade a lot. And that's how I do the best. But not everybody has aspirations to be good at this. Some people just want to hang out with others while they gamble. And there's a reason we're the best, because we're smart and we don't do it every day, man. But I promise, you watch, you're going to watch, you're going to learn. I committed to making $1 million on the market bounce, and you're going to watch me do it. Be here when we get the bottom in the next 3 months. I'm going to make $1 million on the bounce live on stream. I'll let you watch the whole thing. It's already planned. See, like, it is trading talk. I'm just months ahead of what I want to do. You'll see it. QQQ and TechFlow is still in the shitter. They are. It's like extremely bad right now. Are the materials and videos accessible when you cannot attend the class? Yeah, absolutely, Tony. It's all recorded, so you can go back and pick up the recordings at any point in time. You thought the best trader on YouTube is Pat? That's correct. Pat is the best on YouTube. Let me know if you have any job openings. What do you want to do? What do we need at Rocket Scooter? I don't know if I can afford most of you guys. Y'all sound like y'all make a lot of money. Dopamine hits. Don't add commas to the bank account. They don't. They really don't. Let's make random MA numbers up and call bottoms. Let's just do it. Let's just say 5,300 is the bottom. You be my UK correspondent. I'll take 200K. Done. Done. Honestly, I'll tell you, if we were like, if the platform had the ability, for what it's worth, trading is a small niche. Like the big brokers get all the big business of all the traders with like, you know, mediocre platforms. In the trading platform world, we can afford to hire people because we're growing and we're big, but we're not like 50 mil a year big. Like, you know, TradingView is $1 billion company. Maybe one day we can get there, but in the meantime, you know, we staff super, like we hire, we grow, we hire, we grow, we hire. So if I had like 2 or 3 million extra a year to play with on salaries, I would hire a ton of people with it. We have 22 people that are on our payroll right now already. I'd love to hire more people. You'll take 200K? Done. Hire a dancing bear? Done. Done, done, done. Rookie signed for the queue for being hired. You're all hired. 100%. The thing is that we don't have, at this moment, we don't necessarily have any roles that need to be filled. We can always hire more developers to speed up our progress. That's about it. One fun fact, your last name is hired. If anybody's going to win the job, it's going to be Victor. Y'all know the rule here. It's incredible how like most of you are still chilling on the stream. I like it. I like it. We're just hanging out, watch this market fall. Hire you from Germany? Hired. Please look at UVXY on the monthly map. Looks like it will continue to be very bullish up until April. Say a similar story to the SPY bearishness. I think you're onto something, Ty. It does. It really... The market is just prepped for a quarter of bearishness, and it's going to take some changes or some tweets or something, Trump, to kind of mix things up. Yeah, like you said, you're showing that you have this kind of bullishness. We're in a bull territory, and bear side slipping down, bull side slipping down. You're right. It's completely a bullish setup on VIX, which is showing increased volatility. We're going to have a higher VIX, higher VVIX. This month especially, it's just there's no stopping it. It's still just it's in the shitter. According to U.S. salaries, you want like not much. Looking for a remote gig, good with tech, data, customer service from USA, Oregon. You work for German company Biotronic. Oh, cool. Like honestly, if I were to start hiring, I would always hire inside the company. I never try to go out and hire outside the company if I can help it, with the exception of our development, because we own a staffing firm. in India where we pull engineers as needed from our own firm. That's a whole different story. But you get quality engineers for a very affordable price. So that's the only time we hire outside of the company. If I were to hire somebody like, hey, I need a tech support, customer service, something, I'll always ask the community. I want people that are familiar with trading, familiar with Rocket Scooter, people that can speak the language of trading. And that's usually what I look for. Be a personal rancher. Done. Dude, done. Done. I don't even need the free beef. I just want the piece that comes with, like, you know, I mean, that sounds pretty good, right? I'm telling you, there's got to be like a fair bit, like the opposite of the Wall Street toxicity would be to take up a fair bit of husbandry in your life, raising any kind of crops, animals, whatever. I'm telling you, would be like, I mean, I garden, dude. That's like my fucking chill thing. Like I go outside in my PJs and I'm like watering my plants. I'm like pruning my plants. Dude, you got to do something. And Wall Street just like toxic to your body. Like I feel like raising cattle would just be like the most peaceful thing. I'm out from Texas. I know a ton of people with ranches. So, you know, the idea that you would be somewhere and just be like, oh, this open land, cattle gently grazing, and just be like, you know, it's like I feel like I'm in another life. I was a rancher. 100%. 100% off the grid, beef farm in Vermont. Dude, that's awesome. You can just sit on stream for salary. I do need a hype man. I need somebody to stand behind me and go, oh, like when I make a trade, just like, ooh, you know, that would be great. You kind of like, you know, like every hip hop crew has just a guy on the stage that just kind of goes ooh into the mic. We need somebody to do that. Kind of cool. Connecting with the earth is soul filling. It really is, man. I got to tell you, part of growth in life, man, and like growing up is like just being one with shit. I know it sounds a little hokey pokey, but so much that you do, you start like stress triggers are so much different as you get older. When you're younger, it's easy to tolerate stuff. When you get older, your body starts to physically start shutting down when shit hits the fan. And so you need like a fair amount of like life reset, especially when trading is what you do. Trading can be hyper stressful for most people. For me, it's not as bad anymore. I've gotten used to it. I'm pretty much calm as a cucumber all the time when I'm trading. I don't ever get freaked out or stressed out. Wins or losses are the same. I'm at that that coasting phase where I figured it out. And not that bad. But still, it's still a lot of taxation on your body to be here, to be on camera, be in front of these like bright lights, talking to people, customer service, angry emails occasionally, hey, my platform isn't working or something, right? Life in general can kind of hit you up. 99% of it's good, but like I focus on like the worst case, the bad, and it always like, you know, I'm always kind of like, oh, I want this thing to be perfect. I'm such a perfectionist. And so you got to do something, man, like anything that connects, just like connect to nature. Nature's great. Go out in the water, go out to the ocean, you know, take a hike, just somewhere where it's quiet. Nature's a quiet place. As violent as the universe is, nature somehow found a way to be quiet. Touch the grass, baby. That's all you got to do. Gardening is purification. Gardening's great, man. Like, especially like if you're a dude that likes to cook, like myself, it's so great to like walk outside. I mean, I make a steak. I go clip my own rosemary. I make I make pasta. I go get my own oregano. It's like, you know, you got your own, you're providing for your family. It fulfills pretty cool. But also your food tastes like 1,000 times better. You're a software developer, so maybe DMV have jobs available. Not joking. Yeah, I would. If I had development needs that went and I couldn't fill them, obviously we can easily fill them. I would certainly reach out inside the community. Oregano. No, I'm not growing oregano. Although I could, it'd be fun. But I don't like to partake in oregano. I like to eat oregano gummy bears, if you may, more than anything. smoking anything is bad for your health. As healthy as that oregano is. But I like to ingest. I don't like to tar up my lungs. Oregano gum. Yeah. No, actual oregano that goes in your pasta. I guess you could put the other oregano in your pasta. That'd be a great experience at the dinner table. You're back with the bowl. There you go. You guys are like ready to just chill. I know, like a day like this is just like, man, I just want to chill, right? So not bad. I guess I made some money. I don't know how much this is. What, $2,000 maybe? 4 times 5 minus a little bit, maybe 1,900. I was just flipping the accounts. Don't consider this a winning day. It could easily have been a losing day. I just pulled the trigger at 55. I proxy traded NASDAQ with some micros and closed out. Easy peasy. Home cook guy on YouTube called Dude Can Cook. Is rosemary, thyme, salt change your life? That sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, like taking care of animals and vegetables and fruits and stuff and herbs. It's just like, it's good, man. It's actually very calming. And you have like a trading day that just hits the fan. You want to fucking punch a hole in your wall. You want to like smash something, break your keyboard. Just like go outside, the sunshine on your neck. You can immediately feel that heat when you walk outside. It's like your computers don't even exist. It's such a crazy good feeling. You're just like, oh man, life is good. And you're like, whatever, let me just do the one thing that makes sense. If I water plants, they'll grow. The one thing that didn't make sense is the stock market's going to kick your ass every other day. But if you water plants the right way, they'll grow. It's pretty hard to mess up plants. So it's kind of nice to remind you that you're not a loser and you don't fuck up everything you touch. Kind of helpful. Once you get the hang of gardening, dude, it's almost impossible to kill your plants. You understand every facet of it. Don't overwater, don't underwater. Stick your thumb an inch in the soil. If it feels wet, the plant's fine. The plants are drooping. Just give them some water. It takes a while to kill a plant. Trust me. Life always finds a way. Plants don't like to die. If it looks like it's dead, if it's brown, it's probably dead. Shave the side. If there's green underneath it, it's still alive. So like I said, a lot of your plants, you have a hard time killing. You want something easy to grow? Basil. You can't, like, I had basil survive Hurricane Harvey when my backyard flooded. Okay. Everything else died, but the basil was still like, so easy plant to do. Start with a cactus or peruvian. Yeah, cactus you don't have to do anything with. Snake plant you don't have to do anything with. If you have a snake plant, it's a decorative plant. But snake plants don't die. I forgot to water mine for like 6 months and it still survived. Mint. Mint is a weed. You can't kill mint. If you tried, it doesn't die. Rosemary is hard to kill too. A lot of your Italian herbs are hard to kill because they grow in like that Mediterranean rocky low moisture soil where it doesn't rain a lot. And so a lot of your herbs like oregano, thyme, rosemary, they don't actually like a lot of water. So they can survive with low water. Kind of like a cactus in a way. Bamboo, your neighbors will love you. Oh yeah. You'll completely destroy their view, destroy everything bamboo is. We used to have bamboo in my mom's backyard when we were growing up. I think trimming plants too early can kill them. I think so. Like I don't like to prune my plants until they get to a certain size. And they get to that like steady size where they don't really grow much. They just grow out and you trim them down. I don't like to trim plants while they're growing, although some people do. I just don't. I don't know the science whether it's better or not. Snake plants are great for inside. Yeah, they're kind of easy to. They just look nice. They're just snake plants. They're just like little. There's like a giant blade of grass is what it looks like. It's like 3 inches thick. And actually, I think snake plant looks cool. It's got like a little kind of like color gradient on the leaves, stripe pattern. Kind of neat. That's why they call it a snake plant. You can't really kill one of these if you tried. See, they look cool. You know, like I said, I watered mine for like 6 months and it still survived. Like I forgot I had it in a bathroom that I never used, in the guest bathroom, and it just sat there like slowly starving to death. And so, yeah. Thyme, rosemary, butter, good for steak, dude. That's the way to go. You cook your steak. So you take your steak, right? You let it sit there on the counter to come to room temperature. You dry that steak. What you can do is you salt the steak on both sides and then let it sit there and then come to room temperature as well. The salt will draw the moisture out. The moisture will dissolve the salt, and then the moisture will absorb back in. And you do that until the steak is at room temperature and then bone dry after you've salted it. And then you like test it to make sure it's dry. Just tap it. Or maybe like gently dab a corner of it with a napkin and be like, okay, it's not wet. And as soon as it's ready to go, get your pan on hot, like as hot as it can. So hot, there's a little bit of smoke coming off of it. I mean like hot, hot. Put the oil in your pan. Sear that steak on all sides. Do the ring of the steak first on the sides. Spin in a circle, and then do the top and bottom. Do the ring first, because when the pan is the hottest, you don't want to burn a big surface area of the meat. You want to burn the thinner side. That's to kind of get your heat adjusted, and then like, right? So sear your steak in a circle, all sides. Then both sides, depending on how hot it is, 2-3 minutes, size your steak, whatever. And I mean, don't touch it until it's done. And you can see when it's done because it'll start to move around the pan. Just flip it. It'll be raw on the inside. It'll be crisp on the outside. No pepper, by the way. Don't pepper your steak before you cook it, because pepper is a flower. Like pepper that you pepper on a steak is actually like a flower bud. And it burns. And it has a burnt charred taste. Pepper your steak after. That's a rule. Oh, yeah. They call the snake plant, they call the mother-in-law tongue. Yeah. That's the other name for it. So don't pepper your steak. Just salt it before you cook it. I promise it'll taste better. Pepper it after. And then after you cook it, it's blue on the inside, black on the outside. Now, again, some people sous vide their steaks. I don't do it. I just reverse sear it. Throw it in the oven. Finish it off. Or like some people will reverse sear it like sous vide and then top it off with the flame. I do it the other way. I just sear it first and I bake in the oven. And what you do is after you bake in the oven, get it to temp, get it 5 degrees below temp, pull it out. Whatever temp you want. Then you take your steak, throw it back in the original skillet that you were cooking it in. Dump out the oil or whatever, and then you take butter and you put it on low, though. And I've seen people do this with the butter boiling. Don't do it with the butter boiling. You don't want to burn the butter. Low, very low. Enough to melt the butter. You don't want to cook your steak further, but low. And then you come 5 degrees under temp because you'll cook the steak a little bit. But then you throw rosemary, fresh rosemary in that butter, throw the garlic in that butter, and just spoon that butter over the steak for like 2 or 3 minutes. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. It's a perfect steak. No trades today. We're sitting out. No, I mean, I'm like a masterful steak griller, dude. I perfected this. My dad taught me all this. And by far, you do that low butter drizzle for like minutes, and you come to that steak like 5 degrees under, and then it cooks a little faster. You get it perfect temp, perfect sear, that buttery rosemary flavor on that crust. And then right at the end, right when you serve it, drop some pepper on it. It'll stick to that butter. You're good to go. But burnt pepper, dude, I'm telling you, I learned this. I think when you put pepper on a steak before you grill, it tastes burnt. Ribeye, rest to room temp. Season the shit. Salt, pepper, garlic, onion, put in an oven. There you go. Yeah, anytime you sear a steak with fire, don't pepper it before the fire. Pepper it after. Pepper tastes good when it's just ground up. You don't need to cook pepper to get a good, that fruity kind of floral taste that pepper has. You don't need to cook it. It's already perfect the way it is. But most people like salt and pepper for the grilled steak. But I promise, if you put pepper on after, it's fresher. It's got that burst of flavor, and then it's not burnt. So yeah, pepper it after. Go to the butcher's and buy some filet. Dude, I want to make steak tonight. Market's trying to move, but I think we're going to take a day off, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We had a huge turnout today. I love that you guys are here. Don't forget to use Rocket Scooter affiliate codes. I'm going to kind of get out of here. IDOC and I are going to hang out today. No more trades. I flipped the accounts for about $2,000. Not a big deal. Not a big win. Not a big loss. It's just really a sit out day, but I needed to turn the counter +1 on the trading days. Threw a few micros at this, but this is a classic sit out day. But when the market turns around, you guys tell all your friends to come watch. I will find the bottom the day it's the bottom. I'll be ready to go. Ready to go. Probably April. Somebody said Nebraska in here. It's blasphemy to put steak in water, even if it's in a bag. That's hilarious. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to check out our boot camp. I'll post the link for you guys if you want to check it out. It's $20, 20 days. This is the link to the boot camp. The platform is currently 50% off sale right now. You get 50% off the first month. You want to try out the platform. That goes hand in hand with the boot camp. It also comes with the boot camp if you want to do that instead. Boot camp is built into that. Boot camp today at 3:30 will be live. You guys come in. We'll have a nice session together. And then that's it. And don't forget to use the Rocket Scooter code for all of your prop firm needs. We get the best deals there are across the board. ETF, Tradeify, Apex, Take Profit, My Funded Futures. Rocket Scooter code gets you the best deals at all times. And what little kickback we get from that goes right back into developing the platform. So you're supporting the community. All right, we love you guys. We're out.